everybody doing on this fine, lovely Friday? Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Yes, there's lots of chatter about very interesting things. We'll go over all of those before we get into Portfest. But first, how is everybody doing? How are you all? How's it going? Hello, hello, hello. Did we all have good weeks? Are we all having a grand old time? The kittens are running around. You might hear them in the background. But so tired. It's 12:30 a.m. Oh, goodness. You should go to bed. Go sleep. Because the VOD will be here tomorrow. Yeah, doing all good, doing all good. My. Well, funnily enough, it's not only Sebek, so we're gonna get into that in a second here. But, oh, your surgery went well. Good. You beat book 5. Excellent. Congratulations. Just went back to playing a game you never finished. I see. Feeling relaxed? Gotta go back to work tomorrow, but I'm ready for the Rook Sippies. That's right. I forgot Rook was in this event. I was like, oh man, we're not gonna have any Sippies today, huh? Not on Rook's watch. My, oh my, currently 6:30. I see. You thought you were late for school. Because it was the weekend. Gotcha. Yeah, that's always the worst. Even now as an adult, there's every once in a while I'll wake up in a panic, like, I need to be somewhere. I need to be at school. And then I'll be like, wait a minute. I haven't had classes in forever. You have a big thermos of tea, 2 large water bottles. You're prepared for the Rook Sippies. Good. Excellent. Yeah, speaking of which, I should probably go get my tea off the stove. Visual trailer for Obey Me visual novel dropped and looks good. That's exciting. My. Literally in class right now. I see. Doing well. Been working on book 6. Aha. Gotcha. Managed to get down track with no problems so far. Interesting. Nice. The classes you take are twist classes, at least at this point, yeah. At least at this point. Got Delta Read a few days ago. Very exciting. Sorry for being late. Got caught up with some chat. That's fair. But I need to grab your water bottle. Has everyone survived the heat wave? I sure hope so. It's hot out there, man. I haven't been outside all day. If Portfest was real, you'd be dancing with the NRC students. Yeah. Honestly, if Portfest was real, it would be such a fun time. I love carnivals. I love little festivals. I love all that sort of stuff. It'd be nice. And the fun fact that you can go to things like Portfest, they just won't have Twist Boys at them. But the places will do little festivals like this from time to time. In summer, it is Twist classes for you only. Fair. Well, should we potentially start our, well, ads are gonna run in a minute. We'll let the ads run. We'll just keep chit-chatting till the ads are gone. But after the ads, we should dive into Twist School and talk about what is upcoming. And in the very near future here that was released, I guess technically yesterday at Anime Expo, but I didn't see it until this morning. And then the lovely developers over at Twisted Wonderland HQ accidentally published Sebek's notice live before I think it was ready. So we have a little bit more info that we can at least speculate. It will probably stay somewhat similar, I would assume. But there is wiggle room for that notice to change in the future. So we're just going to have to go and speculate off of what we have so far. But the ads are gonna play in like a couple seconds, so we're gonna do stuff after that. But what NRC club would I join? Probably board game. I like Mountain Lovers Club, but I don't trust Jade enough. I think Jade would get a lot of enjoyment out of seeing me struggle to hike, and he would take me on purposefully difficult trails, and I would probably end up dying in the woods. Gargoyle Club also is a second choice for me. I think Gargoyle Club would be really fun. But I know for a fact I would enjoy board games, so that would probably be where I actually would end up. But that's that. I don't care if Azul will not. Almost everybody in the club's gonna annihilate me, not just Azul. And also, we have never played board games before, so how would you know? That's a very confident statement for not knowing any of my board game capabilities. But Working on evil things for some reason? I see, I see. You're gonna die with Azul this month? Yeah, Porfest. Yeah, Porfest is a very fun event. It got you out of your twist burnout. Oh yeah, the Zoom. I hate the Zoom events. I feel like that's a controversial opinion. I like the Zoom stories. I hate all the bloating that happens in the Zoom events. Why do I have to do all these random stupid side quests? Just give me the story and then let's go. But my oh my oh my. Fist fight over D&D with Azul and Edia? I see, I see. We could do twist characters in their favorite board games. We could, potentially at some point. But the Zooms love themselves. Yeah, the Zoom story is cute. It's the gameplay mechanics that suck. But yeah. All the overblock cards. I see, I see. Whether or not you could join more than one club. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're only allowed to do one. I know at like universities, you can join as many or as few as you want. I don't know if it's different in like a high school. But I think in high school you could join more than one club too, because I was part of the art club, but there was people in the art club that were also like in sports and stuff. So like, I presumably, as long as the schedule allows for it, you might be able to. I don't really know. I don't really know. Debating Generally or Dream Kaleem. I see, I see. Played for almost a year. Tomorrow marks your 300th login. Yay! Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. Would you like 3 or 4 clubs? I see. Board game club. Fair, fair is fair, fair. Anyways, anyway. Wait, what's a pride thing? Wait, what? Wait. Huh? What is going on? Oh, you mean, I'm sorry. My brain immediately went to like Pride Month Pride, but you're probably talking about like school pride, right? I was like, huh? My, oh my, oh my, oh my. Well, anyway, as fun and as cutesy as it would be, we got some stuff to talk about. We got some serious stuff to talk about today, because we got dropped on us from AX. If I can find my window, we got dropped on us the 4.5 anniversary, which they did not tell us about in the updates, but they are dropping it July 21st to August 8th. This is an additional anniversary event that we are having at the end of the month. That it was going to kind of sort of replay the past anniversary. It's kind of like a little bit of a catch-up, right? So this is not a full-length celebration in the same way that the original anniversary was. From what I remember, the half anniversaries are kind of like a mini version of the anniversary. But there will be login bonuses, there will be extra little goodies, and very excitingly, I think they did a half anniversary at some point in time before. I don't think this is their I don't think this is their first half anniversary. I feel like we had one last year. I could be wrong. I could be right. Yeah, 2.5. Thank you. There was a 2.5 anniversary. I don't know if there was a 3.5, but there was a 2.5. There definitely was one in the past. It's been a while, though. My brain cannot remember the details. But from what it thinks it remembers, it'll be like a slightly like smaller, petite version of the anniversary. In this particular one, so instead of them doing, the dorm showcases like they do in a regular anniversary, instead, what we have here is something called the Lord of Malevolence Tenfold Key Set. This is the Bronze 4.5 Year Celebration bundle, right? So there are going to be bundles in the gem shop that you can get these things. So you get a celebratory SR key, and then there's this wonky thing, but as you can see, you can probably see, that symbol in the key set, not Malleus. No is Malleus. No idea where Malleus went, but it is titled the Lord of Malevolence Tenfold Key Set. So that's kind of weird, right? Kind of interesting. That's because they are rerunning all of the dream cards for the anniversary in place of the dorm cards, from what I can tell. So no, that was not an error, because it's in every single bundle. It was not an error. They read it on screen. They read it out loud. It is, in fact, here. Because, apparently, instead of calling it the Consequences of Malevolence or anything other than the exact same name as Malleus, they have named it the exact same name as Malleus, despite it being different card sets. So anyway, we have this tenfold, so you can get a discounted tenfold key set, according to this, which was officially released, to spend in presumably any of the upcoming showcases that are of the Book 7 cards. Presumably. We're gonna get to that. So it is at the end of the month. You have this key set. You also will have the opportunity to pick up a 500 paid gems, which will get you 2 of those key sets plus a random SSR. So this key here is not for you to pick, it is for a random SSR out of a banner. You are guaranteed an SSR with that card, the mysterious magical key, but it will be random. And then you have the 2 tenfold key sets for the Book 7 cards, and then some other stuff. The other 1,000 gems gives you the same exact thing, more or less, but you get another key set. So you get 3 total Lord of Malevolence keys, plus the celebratory SSR, and then some upgrading materials. So we're going to talk about the banners in a little bit. I believe the banners come after. All right, so from July 21st to July 25th, there will be 3 separate showcases. 1 for Ortho, 1 for Lilia, 1 for Sebek. These will run simultaneously. They will share pity. However, importantly, the characters are separate if the leaked announcement is anything to go off of. So someone at Twist HQ, I think, made an oopsie because they published Sebek's thing today. He was not supposed to be published today. We're going to get to Jade and Floyd in a second, but I just want to go over this real quickly because I think this is how all of the banners are going to work for this showcase. Hold on. I don't know why YouTube decides to hold certain messages back, but that's okay. All right, so for the Evernight Armor Sebek showcase, based off of this note, this is not the club notice. The club notice already published. This is for the Evernight Armor Sebek, and you'll see that in a minute. So for this one, you see the duration is the correct duration, the 21st to the 25th. That is the duration that they announced in this announcement on Anime Expo. The duration here is correct. The details are correct. So the details here say featured card summon rates will be higher than other cards of the same rarity, obviously. However, the following limited time cards are not included in this showcase. Ortho Cerberus, Lilia General, Rook Savannah Claw, Helene Sultanate, Jade all of those cards not in this showcase. According to this that was published a little too early. So, assuming that these details are in fact correct, that means that every one of these cards is going to have an individualized showcase where they will be the boosted card. However, you will not be able to magically at 30 pity somehow pick up Ortho in Sebek's showcase. This is not going to function like Glorious Masquerade, where it was all of the boys were in the same showcase, but different times had different rates up. So you could get Edea while you were wishing for Azul. That is not going to be the case here, unfortunately. However, that does mean that the card that you're going after is the one that's going to show up for your 50-50 and for your guaranteed 200 pull. But, thankfully, if we go all the way down to the bottom and ignore all of Sebek's lovely stats, we have notes, which are very important. If you look at this second bullet, you will see that Cerberus Ortho, General Lilia, and Evernight Sebek will share the same SSR gauge. They will share pity, according to this note. So even though they are 3 separate showcases, that will Orthos will only contain Orthos, Lilia will only contain Lilia, and Sebek will only contain Sebek, they will have shared pity. So if you get Ortho at 30, you will then have 30 pity already on Lilia's showcase. You do not have to rebuild 30 pity for Lilia. You don't have to rebuild 30 pity for Sebek. So, in theory, even though they are not in the same, banner, you can still pick them all up relatively easily because the pity is shared. I don't know if the Zoom cards functioned like that or not. Some of the events they do, and then some of the events they don't. I know Glorious Masquerade doesn't. Glorious Masquerade, they're just all there. So if Zoom is like that, then yes, it's like Zoom. I don't know why Silver has to share pity with Trey. I don't know. However, the note does not list the other cards, so I do not know if Sebek is going to share pity with Jade. or if if these showcases will share pity with the next set, and if the next set will carry over. I don't know, because the only ones that are listed here in the note are the 3 that are in the same time frame. So that is something to be aware of. The pity that you build up here may not transfer over. So what I would recommend is to not just try to build pity for the sake of building pity, because that's not how Twist works. If you are going for Ortho and Lilia, then it's worth building the pity here, because, you know, you could get both reasonably. But don't build pity on Ortho's showcase to try to get Jade. I have a feeling, it is in my bones, that it will not work like that. If it does, that'll be great, and we'll know that when that happens. But I would not bank on that being the case, given that they didn't list anyone else here, but they did list everyone up here. So if they wanted to, they would have, and they didn't. So therefore, it is probably going to be shared pity between chunks, not shared pity between the entire anniversary. That would be my guess. Now again, this was pushed early. This was not supposed to be pushed today, I don't think. It was only Sebex. It wasn't Lilia's or Ortho's, which is another reason I think this was not supposed to come out. But because of this, we have a better idea of how the showcase is supposed to work. Do we want to do questions now before we move into who's coming at the other points in time? Because I see that some people are confused. Would we like to do that before we discuss who else is going to I mean, you can see who else is going to show up. But yeah, if you have questions, ask your questions now. Please do. Q&A, yes, please ask away in chat. Ask away. But yeah, it's gonna be a rough old time, especially if you were saving for things. Want to know when Dream Ruggy is coming? Okay, so we'll get to the other showcases after we have questions about the showcase mechanics. If you have questions about the showcase mechanics, let me know. Because I'm gonna get to the other cards, because they also got announced at AX. I just wanted to go over how the banners were gonna work before we went through the rest of when the banners were coming. So is there any questions specific to the actual showcase? Is it 200 or 100 for guaranteed? It should be 200. This should be just like any other regular showcase. It should be 200 because these are not birthday cards. The only time that it's at 100 is birthday, and I think the dorm cards, because they're technically part of the, you know, standard banner, maybe. But it should be 200. You only have 134 polls to get Zool and both the Tweels. Godspeed to you. Godspeed. Okay, spell drive game question is not relevant to the showcase. So am I good to assume that everybody is good with how the showcase mechanics themselves are likely to function? Because again, this was pushed early, so I don't know if any of the details will change. But this is like Playful Land, where they share an SSR gauge but are available at low rates outside their banner? No, so they are not going to be like that. They're not going to be like Playful Land or Glorious Masquerade. They will not be available in each other's showcases, according to this note right here. So the following limited time cards are not included in this showcase. And this showcase is referring to specifically Evernight Armor Sebek. All of the other cards, including Ortho and Lilia. So according to this notice in its current form, Lilia and Ortho, despite having banners that run at the same time, will not be obtainable from Sebek's showcase. And then the reverse is true. So yeah, sorry. Is it better if I do this? I was trying to do this in a way that it made sense with my cute overlay, but I can't tell if it's too small. But yeah, so they will not be on each other's banners, essentially. But they will share pity. So again, if you happen to get Sebek early and also wanted Lilia will retain Sebek's pity, even though Lilia is not in Sebek's showcase. If that makes sense. So, okay. You're good on mechanics, you think so? Order is like what determines SSR's share pity. So Ortho with Sebek, yeah. So no, so they will not have pity share. The pity will share between the chunks, but the cards will not be in the same banners, if that makes sense. So we good? What about all the other cards? No. No. So, as you can see here, if Sebek doesn't have anybody else, then Lilia is just gonna have Lilia. Ortho is just gonna have Ortho. They will not have the other characters available in their banners from what I am reading here, specifically. Because we do not have a, hold on. We don't have anybody else's. It was just Sebek's that got pushed. If I am doing this correctly. Yeah, so we don't have anybody after Sebek, and we don't have a notice before Sebek either. Like, they literally just pushed Sebek's. I don't know why. But it is helpful that it is here because then we could talk about it. Yeah, they just randomly pushed it. And it's the him being here announcement as well. It says Sebek Showcase is here. It's not here. So we just can speculate. We can speculate. Yeah, so it's not the cards that are shared, it is just the pity. It is just the pity for these. Yeah, so if you spend 190 on Sebek, then you would have and you could just do a 10 pull on one of the other twos to guarantee them at 200. Yes, correct. Because if you pull 190 times on Sebek's banner, that's going to count as 190 pity on Ortho and Lilia as well. So, but they didn't, guys, they didn't though. I don't think so. Because Sebek is already out. They already put Sebek's notice out. Guys. Guys. Equestrian Club Sebek already exists. They put him out early. He's here. He's been here. Then they reset the shop. Then they did the anime. They did this on purpose. They did this on purpose as an oopsie. I don't know why this is here. But they already did Sebek's equestrian details. They literally just randomly posted Sebek. And they haven't taken it down, which is also kind of funny. And I think it was to try to give people information, potentially. But it's the weirdest way to do this whatsoever. So, anyway. So that... Do we have any other questions about the banner specifically? About the banner mechanics specifically? They haven't noticed yet? No one tell them. No one tell them. Any other questions regarding mechanics of how the showcase itself will function? Based off of what we know. Because otherwise we're gonna move on to who's coming when. So if I don't see any more questions in the chat, I'm going to move back to the Anime X, and we're going to talk about when the other showcases are going to pop up. Okie dokie, on to Anime Expo again. So we have from July 21st to the 25th, we have Ortho, Lilia, Sebek. Boom. Now, the next round will be Rook, Kaleem, and then Jade. They are splitting the tweels. You're gonna have to pick a favorite tweel. So you have Rook, Kaleem, and Jade from the 26th to the 30th. So you have 4 days for them. I think you had 4 days, so you're gonna have 4 days basically per bunch, essentially, is what I'm getting. Why couldn't Jade and Floyd share a period? Well, because Silver and Trey had to be on their own. Clearly. Also, yeah, it's probably, well, it's PCS from the double, but also if they shared the same pity gauge, it would be way easier to get both of them. And I have a feeling they want money. I have trained you specifically to not choose a favorite. Well, you're gonna have to buckle up and pick one. Or both, because from the 31st to the 4th, you will have Floyd, Ruggy, and Cater. They will all be grouped up as well. So that'll be your chance to pick up any of those cards, should they suit your fancy. This, I guess, is 5 days? The 30, unless they end on, like, the 3rd at midnight, but... you get an extra day, I guess, maybe for Floyd, unless I'm not doing math correctly. So there you go. The ones you want being sandwiched between cards you already own. Well, that just makes it easier because then you just pick up that specific card, I guess, right? Like if you have Floyd and Cater but don't have Ruggy and you want Ruggy, then you only have to go for Ruggy. And if you get Ruggy early, then so be it, you know? If you don't get Ruggy early, well, That's a whole other thing, but... and then the final batch will be from the 5th to the 8th. You have Trey and Silver. That is how they have been divvied up. That is how this is happening. I presume that the key sets you get in the gem bundles can be used on any grouping of cards. So if you want to get the 200 gem bundle and you want to use it on Silver, it should work on Silver. I have no idea if the pity will transfer between groupings, but I have a feeling that the key sets would have to transfer between groupings. Because it's not like they put Lord of Malevolence Part 1 keys. They're just all Lord of Malevolence. So I assume that they're all just bunched up like that. So that is the big 4.5 anniversary announcement, I believe. You can go and follow them on social media. So there you have it. So that is the big news on the 4.5 anniversary. Yeah, and then it is going to be, if it doesn't work and you complain on Twitter, you can, but that's not going to get their attention. We learned that very, very quickly with the whole anniversary debacle that we had, right? Where the game broke before the anniversary and everyone was calling them out on Twitter, and everyone on Twitter was like, fix the game, and they didn't even respond until like hours later. You can, I suppose, ask them on Twitter. It would be much easier and I think a little bit more effective. Actually, it's not easier. I take that back. It's way more convoluted to put in a support ticket, but I think putting in the support ticket is going to get their attention a lot quicker, because if they get flooded with emails about something being broken, I think that's going to alert the dev team a lot faster and have a little bit more urgency than just making an angry comment on Twitter. So that would be my recommendation. If something breaks or if the keys don't or whatever, they will have to tell you how many showcases the keys are good for. They'll have to disclose all of that before you purchase. So that should be included in the 4.5 anniversary update, like news article itself. When they talk about those bundles, it should say how many showcases those are good for. Because I'm pretty sure they do that for the Anime Expo bundles, right? Yeah, the Merchant from the Depths Temple key set can only be used in the Merchants of the Depths Azul showcase held from here to here. So that when they put out that that announcement, it will tell you in the fine print what the keys can and cannot be used for and how long the keys go for. So that should be disclosed at that time. They did not disclose that, I believe, in this announcement. They just said that there were gonna be keys. And then they said when the boys were showing up. But they should disclose that before you make that purchase. So, do banners rerun? Banners do kind of sort of rerun, but they're never guaranteed to, which is the whole, gotcha thing. So, like, technically this will be the third time that these banners are rerunning, because they had an initial run during Book 7. They did rerun at some point, and now they're rerunning for the 4.5 anniversary. There are also other cards that just have never rerun, like Platinum Grim. Yeah, Platinum Grim. I think he's the only one that's never rerun. I think they do typically try to give people an extra chance to pick up some of the cards. And especially popular ones like these. I cannot imagine that this is going to be the last time that the Book 7 pop up. We're definitely going to end up getting Overblot reruns at some point. This is for the English server. This is not for the JP server. I only do English server content. I do not touch JP at all. So this is specific to EN. Indeed, indeed, indeed. I think there was a question, but I don't think I saw what it was. Am I going to make any polls? I might be tempted to go for Trick King Cater, but I don't know. It depends on how nice Azul is, because I also have 2 Tweels that I need to save for in November. So... yeah, the new ones, like the C&D Diner, those have not rerun yet, because C&D Diner only just, like, recently ran. You're doing Book 4 for the 3rd time in a row. I see. Yeah, and then the club cards, too. I think we're still missing, an Equestrian. I think we're missing Riddle, and we're missing Film Club on EN. I think those are the ones that we haven't gotten yet. So, like, eventually some of the club cards will rerun. So what'll happen first? Porfest or club cards? Who knows? Who knows? Do we know how the mysterious SSR key in the second bundle works? Yes. Okay, yes. So they did, let me go back to that. They did talk about this. So the celebratory magical key, right? That's the one you're talking about in the paid gem bundles. That's the one, correct? Yes. That is the one where they had the inquiry. So in this announcement, they said that you can get this key and exchange it for a random SSR. So what that makes me think is that there's going to be either like a standard banner bundle of cards that you can exchange that celebratory key for. They did not disclose if it was just for dorms or if it was going to be part of the Lord of Malevolence stuff. They did not say what that was going to encounter. I'm assuming that that one will be for dorm cards. The second bundle, the Lord of Malevolence tenfold key sets, those are going to be for those Book 7 cards. So they're going to be for Ortho, Lilia, Sebek, Rook, Kaleem, Jade, Floyd, Ruggy, Cater, Trey, and Silver. Those are what they should be for, because otherwise it would make no sense for them to be offering them and then offering all of these showcases. So those should be for them. It's really confusing because they made the exact same name as Malleus's showcase, even though it doesn't look like Malleus's showcase keys. It's kind of confusing, but that's what those key sets are for. So you have one random, presumably dorm card, and then you have 3 or 2 or 1 key set for the banners that are going to be up for this specific anniversary. Does that help? Does that help? Gold bundle should be an SSR of your choice. Oh, yes, sorry. Celebratory magical key will be an SSR of your choice. Mysterious magical key is the random one. Sorry, that was on me. I went back to the wrong bundle. Yeah, celebratory magical keys you get to pick. You're spending upwards of like $200 to get this paid pack. You should be able to pick your key. I misspoke. That's on me. Sorry. That should be, I don't know, but they're called different. So mysterious, I think, is random. Celebratory, I believe you should be able to pick. Because I believe in the past, celebratory is the one where you pick. And you can kind of see that their icons are also different. So that should be the difference for those two. My bad. My bad. Sorry, guys. Oopsie doopsie. But I do believe, I don't know if the celebratory key will include other cards besides the dorm. I don't know what bundle, like who's going to be available to pick from. I presume the mysterious magical key will be for dorm. However, it could also be for the Book 7 cards. No idea. No idea at this point. I believe the lady just said mysterious, like it was just a random SSR. I don't think that she specified. In AX, I suppose I could play it with the audio and she could tell us if, let me, how do I make Twist quieter? How do I make you quieter, buddy? This is not my sound settings. Give me my sound settings, computer. There we are. Here we go. Let me put Twist down and then we can play the lady and hear what she actually says. And then we'll know for sure. And then it'll be fine.
Skip tickets. The next bundle, the silver bundle, will be available for 500 paid gems and comes with 1 mysterious magical key, good for summoning 1 random SSR card.
Okay, so the mysterious one is 1 random SSR card, but I do not believe she will tell us what kind.
2, the Lord of Malevolence, tenfold key sets, and other useful items.
Right.
And finally, we have the gold bundle, which is available for 1,000 paid gems. And this one includes 1 celebratory magical key, which can be exchanged for 1 SSR of your choice.
Yep. Okay, so that is the difference. But again, no disclaimer as to what those SSRs are, whether or not they are part of the Lord of Malevolence or not. We have no idea. No idea exactly what cards will be there, but if you get the silver bundle, it'll be random. If you get the gold bundle, you get to choose. There you go. You're a free-to-play player. Can you access it? Not the silver or gold, but you can access the bronze. So silver and gold are paid gems exclusively. However, the bronze bundle is 150 paid or 200 free. So if you have free gems, you can purchase this bundle, which will get you the celebratory SR, so an SR of your choice, and then one basically discounted tenfold on any of the Lord of Malevolence showcases that will be up. Plus, you also get 5 skip tickets. Isn't that so nice? Isn't that so great? But you basically get 100 gems off of your Lord of Malevolence set, and you get an SR of your choice for free. So again, no idea what the SRs are going to be. I have no idea what pool they're going to be. But that is the free option that you can get. So yeah, so you get like 100 gems off of a 10 pull, basically. Which isn't that bad, especially if you're going for something anyway. Is Krolololi running the Twist team? Probably. Oh, man. But yeah. So that's the info we currently have for the 4.5 anniversary. Those are the key sets and bundles. Those are the showcases and when they're going to appear. And this is probably how the showcases will be run. Again, this got pushed really early, so I don't know if it was pushed by mistake or if it was pushed to give people information about how the showcase is going to be run. No idea. No idea. Maybe they pushed it because they wanted to talk about it at the Twisted Wonderland panel at AX, and so maybe it'll disappear tomorrow. I don't know. I have no idea. It just appeared randomly today, and so it is what we have to go off of. So yeah, so it's very nice that we have access to the Book 7 cards again. It's really annoying that it's back to back to back to back still. I thought we were gonna have a nice little calm July. We have Azul, but then we got some Culinary Crucible and we just kind of chill, but no. We're having a 4.5 anniversary and a little bit extra here, so. But yeah, Ruggy and Floyd are in the same one. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I don't think I have to pull for any of the culinary. I don't think I have to, so never trust a calm schedule. Clearly not. So anyway, so that is how that goes. Do we have any other questions or any other chatter that we want to talk about for the 4.5 anniversary? Otherwise, we are going to be moving on to Portfest. Unless anyone wants to know anything about Overblood Azul, because I found those notices today as well. You can find them if you just up the numbers at the end of the ID codes if you want. He exists. He's going to exist. It's gonna be the same exact thing as every other Overblock card. Okay. I didn't know that we wanted the info. I didn't think we wanted the info that badly. Okay. Anyway, the merchant for the Dev Showcase is not here yet, but you can access this if you change the ID at the top of the news to 1860. So this is not yet released, so take this with a grain of salt, but he will be available from July 7th at midnight to July 20th, so not that far away. And he will exist, and he will have higher rates than anybody else in that showcase. He has story spoilers, obviously. So, and then you have your standard, statue, frame, and then phantom statue from Azul. He is going to be a Flora water guy, and he has minor HP regen on his last water spell. And he is not going to be available in the standard showcase. So there you have it. There you go. He's a limited time card. He has an alternate look. They don't tell you what that alternate look is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be between Bedazzled Octopus and Non-Bedazzled Octopus, if I had to guess. And you could swap between them at any point in time on your home screen. But he will be here, I guess on the 7th? I hate when they do this, at midnight, because are you talking about midnight on the 7th, or are you talking about, 11:59 p.m. on the 6th? So I assume he's going to be here on the 7th itself. I assume 11:59 on the 6th is when he drops, technically. And then he'll run through the 20th, Which is great because that's just in time for our 4.5-year celebration. So he's gonna run basically the entire month, which is nice. So you will have time to pick up Azul. He's gonna be around for like 2-ish weeks. More or less. Like, I guess like a day under 2 weeks, but still, whatever. That's gonna be him, and when he releases, he's gonna have his fun little celebratory thing that happens where you can get 100,000 thaw marks. Yay! It is running from the same time frame, and there will be added chats for Azul, Jade, and Floyd. So the 3 of them will be getting more yapping in the game. And then the story unlock requirements for the newly added chats to apply. Okay, so I guess they only unlock via certain things. But anyway. Okay. I almost thought that said and English instead of with English, and I almost had a heart attack. It's like, what? Japanese with English subtitles. Same thing. So the normal lessons from before July 7th will also be counted towards the unlock requirements, you know. It'll be the same sort of things. There'll be event nodes in the Crafter's Gauntlet as well for blot tokens. You can exchange the blot tokens just like every other Overblot boy that we've had so far. But the boosted upgrading will apply to Azul, Jade, and Floyd. I don't remember if the boosted upgrading applied to literally anybody other than the Overblot boys before, but that's because I don't pay attention. However, boosted upgrading should be for all of them, not just Azul. So it did? Okay, so I just have not paid attention. But you can upgrade all of them with a little bit of boosted experience. So it's almost like I only pay attention to the Octavanel kids and just don't pay attention to anyone else in the game. Wonder how that happened. But yeah, so that's Azul. So he'll be coming on the 7th. It'll be very exciting. So y'all, what day is the 7th? The 7th is a Tuesday. So on Tuesday we're gonna reconvene here. Actually, next week I have to do a Tuesday Wednesday stream because I'm not gonna be around Friday. So next week we will reconvene on Tuesday and we will pull an octopus. And it'll be a wonderful, wonderful time. So yeah, so that's Azul. That's the 4.5. I don't think there's anything else that we need to go over before we get into our main event for tonight. I believe that was everything that was new and exciting and fantastic and all of that good stuff. So I believe it is probably time for us to go over to the main event of the day. To Portfest! Yay! My, oh my, oh my. We're going to try to replay the entire event tonight. We'll see how it goes. But that isn't, I don't have Jack. Listen. I know this is Jack's event. I don't have him. So I had to go with the next best thing, which was clearly Floyd. Of course it was. Of course it was. Floyd is not happy to be at the port. Yeah. You know how it goes. I have Ruggy too, but again, my brain is only for the eels. My brain is only and exclusively for Octavanel. It can only ever be for Octavanel. It is just fish. That is all that goes on. Wow, it has been so long. 2023? It's been 3 years? It's been 3 whole years since we've played Portfest? Really? Oh, that's wild. Oh, hold on. Has it actually been that long? Have we really not had it rerun ever? I don't think I've ever paid attention because, again, my brain is only for eels and it's the Jack event. We've never had it It's been 3 whole ass years. Holy! Oh my gosh! Twisty! They're probably holding it for August. If I had to guess, they were gonna do the half year anniversary, so they're probably just holding it out for August. Probably. But yeah, it was, well, it's not 3 years exactly. We haven't gotten to the anniversary of the event yet. But it was from the end of July to the beginning of August. But boy, oh, but there's other cards besides Jack in here. There's Ruggy and Varrock and Floyd. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, while this loads, or not, I guess. Wow, that was the quickest load in the history of this game. Alright, I need to go get my tea, because I'm going to have to read a bunch of text. So I'm going to be right back with my tea. Just hang out here for a little bit. I have acquired the tea, so we are ready to begin. My, oh my, oh my. My. I'm meeting Jack at 1 p.m., so I ought to be right on time. Hey, Ruggy! Gosh, sheesh. How long have you been waiting here? About 15 minutes. What sort of guy would make an upperclassman wait around? Never change. Never change, Jack. Never ever change. never ever change. The kitties are doing well. They're doing well. My. I mean, sure, but 15 whole minutes? Big waste of time if you ask me, and time is money, but whatevs. So you want to get going? You bet this tummy isn't gonna fill itself. Ruggy is not. So this event only has one SSR, and that SSR is Jack. So Ruggy and Brooke are both SR cards, and then Floyd is the R card. From what I remember. I think you get Ruggy and Floyd for free. I think Rook is on Jack's banner. Or was. Again, it was years ago, so I don't remember. But no, Jack, there's only one SR, it's Jack. Oh, Ruggy's on the banner? Oh, so it's the whole Savannah Club banner then. I see. Interesting. Oh, you haven't read the event before either? Well, oh, so this is I mean, it's not really as much of a surprise as I thought it was, given that this event happened 3 whole years ago. But I was, before I realized that, I was slightly surprised by how many people hadn't heard or done this event before. But yeah, 3 whole years is a very long time. I can't believe it was that long ago. Good lord. Hey, check it out. It's you and Grim. I fancy running into you guys. Where you off to? Us? We're getting our lunch on. Lunch? That sounds like the best idea I've heard since breakfast. Don't mind if I do. You guys mind if we tag along? No telling what Grim might do if we try to keep him from food. Sure, you're welcome to come along. Thanks, Jack. Thanks, buddy. No, this is not a rerun. We're not even replaying it with Jules. I was here for the initial one, so I'm just playing it straight from my archive. I'm playing it straight from the memory banks. I don't even know if this is one that you can get with Jules. I don't think you can spend gems for this one. I don't know. I have no idea. Wait, if it is, that'd be a better way to do it though. So hold on, we're just gonna investigate that real quick. We can't, it's not one of the flashbacks. Okay, so presumably it will have a rerun at some point then. Yeah, okay. So it'll rerun at some point. Maybe in another 3 years, we don't know. Oops, that's not the button. Alrighty, so we'll get, so that we are here. We are in the archive. A fun fact, you can replay anything that you have played before in the archive. Any of the main story or the event story or even the guest room story is all in here. So for anybody that hasn't figured out that feature. But there we go. We'll get back. It'll be fine. Although you didn't know the anniversary event. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the anniversary of this event. Yeah. I didn't know either. I did not look into it prior to today. But, I wouldn't be surprised if after the 4.5 anniversary, they decide to rerun it. Did you just say free lunch? For Ruggy and Ruggy only. You two are on your own. But why him? No fair, says Grim. Because he watered my cactus for me while I was away at the track club training camp. He did me a solid, so I'm doing one for him. Lucky me, getting a freebie for something so easy. Much appreciated, Jack. So, what kind of place are you taking us to? Glad you asked. So, I got a part-time job at a restaurant in Craneport during our last vacation. Oh, we're on the water, huh? That's pretty far, even by bus. Must have been a rough commute. It ticked all the boxes, and it was only for a little while, so it worked out. Anyway, I want you to try the special there. The special, you say? Now you're speaking my language. YouTube is being so weird with the messages that it's holding today. It held your message about a part-time job, and it held somebody else's message about the oopsie. Like, I think the message just said love and oopsie, and YouTube was like, is this okay? Do you want us to put this in your stream chat? Are you sure? We flagged this one. I don't understand why it's doing it. You guys won't see it, but it shows up on my end, and it's so funny to me. It's like someone saying, like, can't wait to do my taxes, and YouTube is like, this might be too salacious for your channel. It's only been doing it today. I don't know why. Sorry. I needed to get that out of my system, because I swear it's going to happen again. Oh, my. Anyway. Back to the story. Also, welcome in. Oh, man. Now you're speaking my language. Yeah, get excited. It totally lives up to the hype. Oh, rub it in more, why don't you? You're still going to eat, Grim. You can still have the special. I just have to pay for it. Oh, you had to read chat rules today? Wait, really? Wait, it had chat rules? Oh, I thought that was just for the community tab. Did it actually show up for chat? Oh, yay! I was complaining about that a couple streams ago. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's so lovely. So now there should be no other confusion that JP content isn't allowed. Well, I updated it because I launched, so the other thing I did today is I launched the community space, I think, supposedly. So you guys can make little posts on my channel now. But to do that, it was like you set up rules for your community, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't realize that also applied to streams. I would have done that so much longer ago. Oh, I had no idea. No one told me. Oh, that's so exciting, though. Oh, okay, so that it is set up properly. That's I didn't get a notification about. I did see your post, but I had to go in and like specifically look at it. I wasn't getting any notification that had happened. Ah, you're making YouTube content again because of the game. Oh, that's so lovely. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, no one at all mentioned the rules. That's funny. How do you get to it, to the community space? If you go to my YouTube channel, right, and you go to where my posts normally are, like just even my channel in general, I think, there should be like a button that says community. And if you click the button that says community, then you can see all the posts and you can also post to it. I think it's built mainly for mobile, but you can also, I presumably, do it on PC as well. So you just assumed it was a YouTube update thing. That's what I would assume too. I didn't realize it was tied to that, but maybe it wasn't tied to streams before. Oh, it's only phone. You can't make a thingy from that. You're on mobile and you can't find it. I can't use my phone currently to look it up, but it should exist somewhere. You might have to go to the posts page and then go to community. I really don't know. I don't know very much about it, to be honest, but I know it's a place that you guys could post things to. And I know that other YouTubers have it. And apparently setting it up also gave me stream rules, so that's super exciting. If anything there was to take out of this, it's the fact that I got stream rules. Because I've been complaining about that so much. Yes, I can see you at least, Lilia. I don't know if other people can. You lied, it's not only on phone. I was gonna say, you can at least see it on computer. I don't know if you can, like, on PC. I don't know if you can post to it from PC, but you should be able to see it, because that's how I saw that Rose Ember had hers up. So because I went to see how it worked for her before I did it for me, because on my side, things are slightly different as the creator of the page. But, okay. So you can see it from both places. I just don't know if you can post from other than mobile. But oh, I'm so delighted that there's stream rules now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We should absolutely have no problems whatsoever, because everyone's going to read the rules before they chat. I'm sure that's going to happen. Anyway. My. Looks like the bus is here. Come on. And into town we go. Yeah, it is funny. It is the Jack event. Jack being all straight-laced and narrow, he somehow enabled the stream rules to be in the stream chat. What a funny time. What a funny time. Hello, Craneport. Okay, lead the way, Jack. Ah, yes! Trials of Romance. Indeed. I thought you were familiar. Well, welcome back. Ruggy said it takes a while by bus, so I'm assuming at least like 10 minutes, maybe. I mean, they are up the hill, so they gotta get all the way down the hill before they even get into town. So I'd say a nice solid like 10 minutes is probably, you know, a bit long. You got it. Ah, the salty air, the sea breeze. This is great, and it's nice and warm in the sun. Yep, and I just saw a fish leap out of the water too. The fishing around here is amazing. I like to come by and cast a line from time to time. What about you two? Have you ever been to this area? I would assume not really. I don't know if we've ever taken the bus before. I don't know. We don't got enough cash to be gallivanting all over the place. Maybe you ought to tell them a bit about Craneport, Jack. Sure thing. Oh, we're all okay, yeah, like 15 minutes for sure. Oh, we're all the way over here. Yeah, no, it's definitely 15 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes would be my guess. I forgot that the harbors were not that close to the to the place. Oops. That's on me. Oh, I don't think I talked about it. Hold on. What did he say? Craneport's a port town located in the southwest of Sages Island. There's another port on the east side of the island, but that's primarily used for passenger ships. This one's all about cargo and shipping goods. Yeah, so I would say 20 minutes, because you gotta get from all the way up here, right? You gotta come down this little ziggy-zaggy, or this ziggy-zaggy, and then you gotta zig and zag, and then you gotta go through town, and then you gotta get over, and then you gotta be in the port. Like, it probably takes more time. It's probably a substantial investment. It was pretty big back in the day. I hear there used to be all these giant freighters moored up and down here. In fact, the name Craneport comes from how the cargo ships all had cranes attached to them to move containers full of goods around. It was such a common sight, they named this place after them. I can just picture it now, all these ships lined up here with their huge cranes. But with fewer people and less cargo coming to the island, Craneport's turning into a ghost town. Sage's Island is pretty remote, I guess. Now just a few small private ships dock here. Okay, I gotcha. Sort of. I mean, not really. Kind of surprising the restaurant you worked at manages to stay afloat, Jack. It's a regular spot for people who work at the port. And on top of that, folks in the know flock there because the food's so good. You can see it now, in fact, right over there. Ooh, they got burgers and fries on the sign. My stomach is ready. Hey, check out that guy walking on the other side of the road. You could see that hat from space. It's gotta be Rock. That's how you identify him, is by his hat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think this is the Steamboat Willie event. Yeah, I think that's what it's based off of. Oh man, what I wouldn't give to live in a coastal city. Oh, man, it'd be so nice, or at least like close enough to a coastal city, you know? You know. Bonjour, oh my god, oh my. Bonjour, 1, Monsieur Spirabras, 2, and Dentalline, 3, and of course, Monsieur Peluche, 4. A tricksters in English, we're not counting that, we have 4 Rook City. 4 sippies! We have 4 in a row! Rug, please! Rug. Oh my gosh. I think that's the most sips we've had in a singular piece of dialogue. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Have you come to partake in a bit of lunch? Yeah, you too? Oui. Rook now, 5 rook sippies. 5 rook sippies. I wish to enjoy the dazzling sunlight, and so came to have a meal by the seaside. Oh, there's someone else in front of the restaurant too. Hi, Floyd. Yeah, it's Floyd from Octabanel. Why, if it isn't Monsieur... 6 Rooksippies! 6 Rooksippies! Rook was like, you didn't drink anything all day while you were editing. You need to drink now on stream. Oh my gosh, YouTube's going cray-cray, man. YouTube's going cray-cray with the holding of messages. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. Do you have any plans to dine here as well? How miraculous that 6 students from a prestigious academy should all chance to meet in front of the same establishment. We must give thanks for such a coincidence and enjoy our luncheon together. I'm not exactly jumping at the chance to eat with a guy from Octabanel. Great idea, Rook. Let's do it. And then someone will treat me for sure. Me, ha ha. Don't answer for us, Grim. What's up, Floyd? You haven't said a word. You don't look too thrilled either. And the restaurant's closed. It's what? Dun, dun, dun. Dun. Oh, that's right. I forgot to put it on. Oh, I forgot to put it on auto. That's on me. That's on me. Huh, no kidding. Door's locked. How terrible. I had so hoped to enjoy an afternoon of excellent food and conversation with the 5 of you. Maybe they couldn't make enough money to stay afloat. No, I don't think it's that. Look through the window. I can see the manager in there. Fully asleep. You ain't kidding. He's splayed out flat on the floor, snoozing away like a clown loach. Unbelievable. He ought to be fired for neglecting customers like this. Ah, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fun fact, a jack-tar was a term for a British navyman, leading to Jack mentioning sailor, and it gave us seaside tune called The Sailor's Hornpipe, aka Jack's the Lad. Jack really was made for this SSR. Yo, you're totally right. With all those references, he's the perfect kiddo for this part. For sure, for sure. I had no idea about any of that. Thank you, thank you. That was incredibly interesting, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. And also, of course, again, thank you so much for the $10 whole. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Floyd isn't fired before for neglecting customers, for sure. Probably. I guess Ruggy's included to give Jack a place to go. Down at the port, probably. He's a big old dude, huh? I'm gonna knock on the door and get him up. Hey, wake up, will ya? Yo! Hello? Manager? Hey! Who is it? Oh! Hey, Jack. It's been a while. Don't hey-ya me. The restaurant's supposed to be open today. What's the deal? We're actually shut down for the whole month. I've been feeling under the weather. How can you afford to shut down for an entire month? You have? Are you sick? Did you get hurt? Just tired. Haven't gotten enough shut-eye recently. You're tired? Yep. Portfest is coming up soon. That's the big festival we have here in Craneport. Ever heard of it? I tried to get it out of my system before, but you saying that Ruggy is your favorite Twist Boy apparently is too scandalous for YouTube, and I had to review it, and now I have to see it. And say to show it. I really don't understand what is going on today. I don't know. Oh, yeah. The only thing I had it, the only difference that I put in the community, obviously besides the rules, was making it so that way Ruggy does premarital handholding is also blocked. Why? What is happening? What is YouTube doing? I don't understand. It blocked you saying Ruggy is the bad word as well. Ruggy's not blocked. I don't know why it's blocking these messages. Oh, yeah, YouTube has officially lost its mind, man. This is wild. This is wild. I really... But Jack doing premarital hugs, that didn't get blocked, but Ruggy doing premarital hand-holding did. I don't understand. Apparently, premarital hand-holding is the height of lewdness, because it also stopped that message from coming through. I wonder, but premarital can't be the thing that's... I honestly have no idea. They hate Ruggy because he scammed them once. Apparently. Scully is modding YouTube now? Clearly. Hand-holding is much more scandalous, I guess. Oh my goodness, what a time, what a time. Ay. Anyway, Portfest, have you heard of it? No. Oh yeah, that dinky little festival, right? It's not a dinky little festival, Floyd. I've heard of it, but I've never been. I have. Portfest is an annual festival held around this time of year to commemorate the construction of the port. It's been held for decades, though I hear it sees fewer and fewer visitors with each passing year. That's right, and fewer attendees means fewer food stands and even fewer businesses sponsoring the event. Indeed, when I attended, it was quite the affecting spectacle. Not a soul could be found, and I had but the quiet sound of La Mer for company. Oh, would you look at that? We have another rook sippy! Another rook sippy! My goodness, my gracious. Sounds like a rip-roaring time. Kind of funny and pointless that they keep doing it even though the port's going bust. With Craneport in such a slump, what else are they to do? So anyways, all of us business owners based in the shopping district had a discussion. And we decided that we'd all work together to make this year's Portfest the biggest and best ever. You mean like a fresh start? Indeed, make the festival a grand success and return Craneport to its former glory. Something like that, and they chose me to lead the project. You don't say. That's really something. It's something, all right, and maybe not a good something either. It's not easy trying to drum up interest for a festival that's gone downhill. All the planning has me crunched for time, so I can't give the restaurant the attention it needs right now. But of course, hence the closure. Sort of defeats the purpose of the festival if you have to close, though. Guess I won't be able to treat Ruggy to the special, then. I'm sure there are specials at other places. I'm not picky so long as I get to eat. Come on, let's go somewhere else. I'm starving. We can't do that. Why not? Because you have to try this special? You just gotta. Really, it's okay. We can go anywhere as long as you're buying. Besides, my stomach's starting to eat itself. No, we can't. Brooke, when is Portfest? At the end of the month. So we've got about 2 weeks to go, and the restaurant will be open again once the festival's over, right, boss? Of course. Great. Sorry to make you wait, Ruggy. We'll come back for lunch then. Ruggy's gonna be pissed. He's gonna be pissed. A festival that's in need of some sprucing up and extra hands, eh? I think I smell a job opportunity. See, he turned his disappointment into elation. This is the lesson we could all learn from a Ruggy Moochie. Oh yeah, I'm onto something good. Ruggy, did you hear me? Say what? Oh yeah, can't do much else seeing as the restaurant's closed. Anyways, let's go home. This hang is officially over. Over? We still gotta grab some grub. Yes, sorry, no can do. I've got an errand to run. You all go on without me. What? Since when do you have an errand? I just thought of it. Don't you mean you just remembered it? Oh, I thought that was Grim. Oops. I gave Jack an annoying voice. It's fine. Yeah, that. Later. My. There he goes. That boy. That boy. Well. He was trying to get rid of us. Yep. What's he sticking around for? Dunno. He appears to be engaged in conversation with the manager. What in the world is he up to? Well, you see. You see, he can sniff out a part-time job. Yeah, the event's basically caused because Jack wanted Ruggy to try the burger as payment for watering his cactus. And so here we are now. The next day. Hey, Ruggy, sorry about yesterday. I think nothing of it. Anyways, did the rest of you grab some lunch after? Nah, we just split up and went home. We saw you in the restaurant talking to the manager. What was that about? You'll find out soon enough. Ruggy? What? The bell? All students, please report to the lecture hall at the end of class. Wonder what's going on. My. It appears we have everyone now. Excellent. I have a most felicitous announcement to make. As some of you may be aware, Craneport will be holding an event at the end of the month known as Port Fest. And Night Raven College shall be participating! Yay! Everybody throw the confetti now! My. I received a personal request for our assistance from the individual in charge of the festival this very morning. He insisted upon having our school and not Royal Sword Academy. Dear me, one does love to find a person with such discerning taste. Man, YouTube does not want Ruggy to be doing any premarital hand-holding. Good lord, good lord. Yeah, contributing to the local community is crucial for an illustrious institution such as ours, so I offered him the entire school's assistance. Such is the scale of my magnanimity, of course. The request came in this morning, huh? What a coincidence. Too much of one, in fact. That's what you were talking about to the manager, wasn't it, Ruggy? You put the idea into his head to approach the school for help. Right you are. He kept saying how it was too much work for him, didn't he? Yeah, I guess. There's nothing in it for you. But you've got to have some kind of angle. There's plenty in it for me. Getting class canceled for one. And he's hooking me up for giving him the idea. I'm getting 100 Thalmarks worth of gift cards to the restaurant. Huh, 2 birds with 1 stone, then. Oh, that's not all. Additionally, all of you students will set up and run food stands at the festival. Everyone's like, what the hell are you saying? What? I mean, for Azul, this is prime opportunity, right? But like for everyone else, it's not a festival without food, after all. What attendee would not relish the chance to enjoy a host of different culinary delights? This was another marvelous suggestion from the project leader. Another suggestion from you, in other words. Righto. Costs pertaining to set up food supplies and all other expenses will be borne by the school. Oh good, more nonsense to deal with. Yippee. Come on, it sounds like a blast. I can't wait. Carefree as ever. Ugh. Oh, he's right. You can put as much lipstick on this pig as you want, but what it means is we're gonna have to be working for free. Yeah, I can name at least one person who's not gonna take this lying down. Headmate! Hi, Azul. Hi, buddy. What are we doing? What are we scheming? I know that face. That is a business smile if I've ever seen one. Called it. What is it, Ashen Grotto? The notion of contributing to the community is indeed wonderful. Truly, my heart soars at the thought of it. I would be happy to offer my assistance, but I have to imagine this will cut into our class time and club activities, no? Some students, not I of course, who do not understand the kindness you are doing may harbor some discontent over this. Perhaps in order to bring these poor souls on board, we might offer a reward commensurate with the efforts involved. Yes, you make a valid point, Ashen Grotto. As part of our contribution to the community, we will donate half our profits to Craneport for its revitalization. And I, in my continuing munificence, ooh, that's a fancy word, shall grant the remaining half to the student body. Munificent indeed, Head Mage. Your generosity of spirit knows no bounds. Thank you once again. I am even more excited about this opportunity than before. Look at that smarmy little face. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he wanted. Nice, Azul sure knows how to negotiate. There will likely be only a small amount of funds remaining, but I encourage you to use them for a post-festival celebration. I shall conduct detailed research into the most popular festival foods and make huge profits by selling a massive volume of cheap goods. Yeah, okay. Go off, King. Go off. There's no way Azul's doing anything for a small amount of funds, I'll tell you that. Oh man, bah, as if I'd ever be caught pawing around with these mangy strays. Totally cringe. I don't get the sense anyone here will want to mingle at some rap party. Masterful if I do say so myself. I knew Azul would say exactly that. Okay, so what does that mean? That, my dear Jack, was my real goal for getting Night Raven College involved in Portfest. It worked my fair share of festival food stands, so I know how things usually pan out. All we gotta do is get things going and we'll make a mint, I'm sure of it. And since all expenses are coming out of the school's pocket, the leftover cash is ours. I'm talking 3 birds with 1 stone. You seriously saw that many moves ahead? That's some impressive foresight. Now then, students, when you are selling food and drink at Portfest, you shall be divided into groups by classes, with freshmen, sophomores, and juniors together. These groups will operate the stands. Okay, and what does that mean? For you, you'll be in a group with students from Class A in each year, basically. Thank you, Jamil. Thank you, Jamil. Thank you for telling us. I didn't know what that meant either. Oh, I get it. So I'll be in the same group as you. Yeah, that's right. Your group must select what products to sell, arrange for supplies and equipment, set a prep schedule, and your hours for the day of. There are a great many things to decide, and I suspect this will prove a burden to the younger students. I'll be trusting you older students to guide them well. And as for you younger students, be sure to listen and learn from them. Yes, you as a first year, because we just kind of popped into existence. So we're a first year. Grim is a first year. It is our first ever time at Night Raven College, and first ever time in the world, so naturally we would get stuck there. Oh, I know why YouTube held that comment. YouTube was like, you can't talk about bombs. That's not advertiser friendly. My. But yeah, so. Well, it's your first ever Twist stream. Well, welcome in. Hope you enjoy your time here. It's a prime educational opportunity. So come together, students. Bond with those who are not your usual chums, and learn the true meaning of collaborative spirit. I can't argue there. We usually don't hang out with the older kids from other clubs and dorms. Now, I would like each group to select a leader from among the juniors. You have 10 minutes. Crowley, that's not enough time. Crowley, that's not enough time, Crowley! Crowley, that's not enough time! Crowley! That's absurd. How are we supposed to decide that quickly? Hurry it along, children! Ay. Fights can end in 5 minutes with a good couple of punches, I guess. Hey, we're in the same group, Ruggy. And you too, Jack. I didn't plan on us being split by class. So which of our juniors is cut out to be the leader? I mean, wouldn't the prime candidates be the house wardens? Only 4 of them are juniors anyway. Yeah, you're right. And the house wardens in Class B are... that is a hard no from me. Edia? Hey, what a great idea! He'd be perfect. I'm not so sure about that. I mean, Edia's not even actually here right now. Yeah, exactly. Edia's not even here. He definitely won't work. Says Edia himself. Your self-confidence is inspiring. Shouldn't Cater do it? I mean, festivals are designed for extroverts like him. That's a good point, and you already know what's trendy and would attract customers, so will you do it? Yeah, I think I'll pass. KK loves festivals. I want to enjoy Portfest, not do work. So we're back to Edea then. We absolutely are not! Figured you'd say that. What are we gonna do then? 1 minute left, students! 1 minute! What? This conversation has been like not even like 5 minutes. What were we doing? What was happening? We sacrificed Haruki to the bonfire. I guess. I mean... Sorry, I wanted to move my standing desk so I could sit, but it makes a lot of noise. And the music was perfect because I could not get it down because there was too many things. Yeah, have them fight in combat. Have them fight to the death to figure out who's going to be the leader of this thing that they don't want to do. I'm sure that'll go so well. Did you know you have 30 minutes? Oh, man. We throw Ruggy over the gate and get a new head mage. Yeah, I guess that was a 9-minute long conversation, I suppose. I guess. Didn't feel that long. Oh, no. Well, you're gonna get both decided to be leader. We're out of time. Jack, do something. Jack, do something! Jack! Well, if there are no other options, you're gonna have to fight me! Fight, 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 fight. What? Oh, man. I'm not working for some half-hearted, indecisive punk. Whoever beats me is our leader. Why are you making it harder? They already argued about not doing it. I don't know, I thought it would amp up their fighting spirit, you know, get the competitive juices flowing. That makes 0 sense. You're definitely a Savannah Claw. Oh my goodness. My. Alright, you wore me down. KK shall be your leader. Seriously? Yes, we're gonna run out of time if we keep bickering like this. And now that I think about it, this will be way more fun if I can pick a food that looks hype. I'll do everything I can to make our booth go viral. Oh, but hard pass on the fighting. No complaints here if you're willing to do it. Thanks, Cater. Phew, that's sorted then. Yeah, thankfully. Yeah, sure, Edea. You didn't help us either, bud. You were not helping. My. Yeah, I don't know what kind of laws are in place in Twisted Wonderland for, like, the staff administration and, like, that sort of stuff, but Crowley is definitely something. Crowley is definitely a something, that's for sure. 10 minutes have elapsed. Have you all selected your leaders? I wonder. Class B is all me. Class A hasn't decided yet. We put forward Leona and Rook, but they both refused. How are we gonna sort this out? Rock, paper, scissors, I guess, right? Rochambeau it. That'd be nice and easy. Yeah, and then they can thumb wrestle. Kaleem never changed. Never changed. I think Rook refused because he wanted to see Leona lead, and Leona refused because Leona doesn't want to lead. I have a feeling that's how it went. Slow down, Kaleem. We don't need to make this more complicated. Yeah, but they're just gonna do the thing and it's gonna be fine. Like then they can thumb wrestle for whatever, you know. And praise bien, my heart sings at the chance to compete against Roy de Lions. And we have 2 more Roxippies! 2 more Roxippies for the books. My good God, I'm gonna be out of tea before stream ends. Oh man, my goodness. Give me a break. What kind of competition would that even be? We're gonna see who has the most annoying hats next. I'll be the leader. It's easier that way. Ooh la la, no competition then? What a tragedy, I believe is what Rook is saying. But we have another Rook Sippy! Another Rook Sippy for the books. Good lord, good lord. Yay, problem solved. I shall lead Class C. We came to that decision after 57 seconds. I love how all the other groups were taking the full 10 minutes, and then this group is just like, yep, Vil, you're it. That's it. That's how it goes. My, oh my. It was unanimous. With the Vil Schoenheit heading our stall, we can safely anticipate stellar sales. I'll be heading up Class E. Oh my. Oh my. Did Class E not have any other options? Huh? Did Class E really have no other options? Not Trey? Yeah, Trey would be such a better pick. Oh my god. Trey's not exactly the type to step up, I guess. Lily is gonna do it? My word. Dear me, the other groups are certainly making a ruckus. Lilia tends to get carried away. I also would have preferred Trey to be our leader, no question. Haha, come now, Riddle. I don't have what it takes for that sort of thing. I also think Trey would be a good leader. I would have put myself forward if I were a junior, but alas. You would make a splendid leader as well, Riddle. Discontented with my appointment, are you? Not at all. I believe you shall make a fair leader, too. Dun, dun, dun! Just Jade playing all sides. Ay, ay, ay. Class D? Has Class D made their decision? Did you even need to ask? Oh, head mage. Oh, and are you ready for some Sebek sippy sips? Because we're about to get some Sebek sippy sips. But of course, mass! And we have our very first Sebek sippy of the evening. Heck yeah. Pipe down, Croc. Divided up by class. Oh, how often my dreams have been visited by visions of this day. What else could it be but fate that Malleus and I should land in Class D for Diasomnia? Another Sebek sippy! Oh, man. I will work myself to the bone for him. He is crying. He literally is. Oh man, oh man. And Silver is in Class A? Oh, oh, too bad, so sad. Huh? What's wrong with being in Class A? Mystic Pumpkin, I don't know why YouTube has a vendetta against your premarital hand-holding messages, but this is like the 5th one I had to let through. Yeah, I have heard the theory about Crowley being Malleus's dad. I'd be kind of sad if that was the case. I'd be kind of sad. I hope if that is the case that there's some sort of something that happens with the mask, but as it stands, hopefully that's not. Draconia will lead Class D. Very good. Ah, but where is the young man? he is not here at present. So, you know, that's how it goes. Unfortunately, even though he was technically invited and technically told to come here, we didn't invite him, so... Yeah, but Pumpkin's been here a long time. I don't know why. Like, all the people that it's holding the messages for are people that have been here consistently. It's like, I honestly have no idea why it is doing what it's doing. Because I think it just had me approve one of Kat's messages. Which is why would such a baddie settle for that loser? That got held. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what YouTube is on today. That message got held. I don't understand. None of these words I've blocked. None of these words are anything that I've moderated at all. And it's not been a problem before. No, it shouldn't be kid settings. You cannot set up a community if your channel is made for kids. So if things have labels for kids, like the community couldn't have been turned on, and the only thing that's different between like the last stream and this stream is, no, apparently, Nerdy, you cannot talk about Trey, the teeth freak. Apparently not. Which is so bizarre. So bizarre. It should not have that level. It should not have that level of moderation, because my channel doesn't have that level of moderation. Like, I legitimately don't understand why YouTube is... It's apparently not teeth. I don't know. It's really weird. It's really, really bizarre. Because the only thing I did was set up community rules. And the community rules were just like the normal rules that we have. Maybe... Is it freak? I guess it's freak. Your guys' got... You're the two of y'all's got it. Yeah, and YouTube, I guess, is mad about freaks. Yeah, it's just the word freak. I don't understand. Y'all are gonna have to start putting like tildes and umlauts in your words so it can get bypass YouTube's thing. What a I don't know what Trey did. Yeah, I gotta start talking in a different font. There you go. See, that freak got through. This is bizarre. I might, you know what? Let me go look. YouTube, you are frequent. YouTube specifically does not like it. All right, let me go double check the moderation things. Hold on. Because if I go to my content and then I go to my settings and then I go to community moderation, channel guidelines, yeah, content controls, it's just on basic moderation. That's it. It's on the same exact level of moderation that it has always been on. The only thing that I did was I hold comments for hashtags and URLs to review. So like that, it's like if you're trying to send me a link, it should get held. But not if you're talking about Trey being a tooth freak. I legitimately have no idea why. Because that's it. That's the only thing different from normal. What if I turn it off? Let me turn it off and save that, and then maybe it'll be better. I don't know. Can y'all start doing the freak thing again? That sounds bad. Can y'all just start putting freak in chat again to see if it gets banned? Great. See, but some of you are getting through and some of you are not. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't understand. It's so bizarre. I don't understand what's happening. I'm approving them all because all y'all are saying is just the word freak, but that's so weird. That's so weird. Yeah, YouTube has to be doing some sort of weird like AI moderation or like some other, like they've definitely changed some part of the moderation because this was never a problem before. And me enabling the community shouldn't have done anything because it And like it should have automatically been holding links anyway. Premarital handholding is allowed, but for everyone except Pumpkin. Like literally the only person that gets the premarital handholding held is Pumpkin, and I don't understand why. And they're the only one. They're the only one. Yeah, just you. You're the only one that has said it, that has gotten the message held. No one else. I don't know why. I don't get it. I really don't understand. And like some people it'll let freak go, but other people it won't. Like it just held Soul saying it, but some other people it didn't. This is what happens when you like Jack. Is it the premarital of the hand-holding? I don't know. I have no idea. How is Scully supposed to hold Sebek's hand? I don't know. I had that pretty clean. That was not sorry. Sorry, Valentina, you can't have that. It takes me out every time I see a message get held that is just like a normal message. That is something that we absolutely have had on stream before and has never been a problem. But today, YouTube has chosen violence. YouTube, seriously, I don't get it. When you enable, but I disabled the restriction. Like legitimately, the only restriction that was on was the links. And now it's off, and it was still holding y'all's messages. So I don't understand. Because the only other setting that I changed today is specific to community. It is specific to the community tab. It should not affect live streams and stuff. Sebek monitoring chat, probably. Interesting. Britain person needed to restart and connect their device? For a YouTube chat to not randomly moderate things? Is that what? That's wild. Unless you're talking about something else entirely. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, the Diasomnia kiddos drink coffee. Sebek hates coffee, though. Like, Silver and Malleus like it. Presumably Lilia does, too, but Sebek doesn't. So Sebek's trying really, really hard to like coffee because of Malleus. So canonically, at least Diasomnia does. I don't know about anybody else. I don't think Vale does because of the caffeine. But yeah, some of the Twist Boys like coffee. Oh, Azul does? Perfect. But why cookies? Why would they block handholding? I don't know. Y'all's guesses are as good as mine. Yeah, Heartstable bans coffee, but that's because of the Queen's rules. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, man. We're just gonna have to deal with it. If your message somehow doesn't show up in chat, it's because I didn't unblock it fast enough. I'm sorry. I'm working with one hand. I'm trying to keep the cats entertained with a cat toy in one hand and then stream with the other hand. So I may not be able to unblock them, but ay. It looks like he missed the announcement. He might be sitting alone in a classroom right now. Oh my gosh. They picked him even though he's not here. I don't know if he'll be happy about that. Hey, all the leaders should take a group pic after the assembly. How delightful. You're a real idea, man, Cater. I know, right? I wanted to take one right now, but, you know, Malleus isn't here. Yes, and we couldn't just take a separate shot with him later, either. I can think of about a million things I'd rather do than take a group pic with you people. You all realize the assembly's still going on, don't you? Leaders, you shall now direct your groups and decide what sort of foodstuffs you will sell at the stalls. Your choice of menu will directly impact your sales, so I urge you to choose carefully. Understood? Is that everything? Not quite. There's one final agenda item. We are also going to create a Portfest steering committee. We'll need to keep in close communication with the people in Craneport who are running the festival. Thus, we need to establish which students will serve as points of contact for them. Sounds like a hassle. Yeah, hard pass. The members of the community have already been selected, actually. Owl, Butchie, Floyd, Leach, and Hunt. What? Ooh la la. Dude. Portfest project leader specifically recommended you all. That's what you get, Ruggy. That's what you get. He did. I assume he imagined we would be easiest to communicate with given our existing acquaintance. No doubt. But the whole reason I'm doing this is for the cash. I didn't sign up for busy work. Oh, and another thing. The leader of our Portfest steering committee will be Jack Howell. Me? Quite so. Another request from the project leader. I guess that makes sense. He knows you best. Oh boy. You and Grim, I'd like for you two to keep a record of the events. Why do we gotta do stuff? I gave you the ghost camera precisely for events such as this. Do be diligent in your documentation. Alright, score. We get a nice easy job. Oops, I clicked off of the thing. Oh dear. Can I please have my back? Thank you so much. Dude, you're actually happy about this? I'd be calling out sick. Go off, though. I'll be rooting for you. Thanks. We got the easiest frickin' job. We don't have to cook. We don't have to clean. All we do is take pictures. All we do is take pictures. It's all we do. It's so easy. It's so easy. Hey, Gino, it's so easy. The next day... Hey guys, we're having our first Portfest steering committee meeting in a bit. Make sure you get it all down. Don't worry, I won't miss a thing. We've got half a month until Portfest. Let's all make sure we pull our weight. Today we are going to take a gander around Craneport to familiarize ourselves for the festival. Right. The head mage is gonna meet up with us a bit later, too. I suppose. I love the car noises. They're so funny. Why is the bus screeching to a halt? Are we drifting? Do we drift the entire way into Sage? Ah! And there's our bus, all aboard. Yeah, come on. I'm sorry, I don't know French. Craneport is as much a delight as it was 2 days ago. And we have another Rook-sippy. A Rook-sippy for the books, a Rook-sippy. I can't believe we're back already. The bulk of the festival will take place in the park by the warehouses. It's called Whistler's Commons. That place with all the blue posts and white awnings, you mean? Bold of them to name it Whistler Commons, though. It's not common to see people there, let alone hear any whistling. The place was always packed back in the day. It's a long way from that now, though. Indeed, though I can imagine it was once a bright, bustling park that would make one want to just spontaneously whistle. On the day of the festival, it's gonna be full of shops and whatnot, including the food stands that we NRC guys are running. Shee, we're gonna be rolling in dough. See that big ship docked in the harbor? That's the Golden Straw. You might say it's something of a symbol of Craneport. Yeah, and that's where we're having our meeting today. Seriously, why? No clue. Who knows what's going on in the head mage's mind? You know what? Fair. Fair is fair, buddy. Fair is fair. My. Might as well get over there, in any case. Who truly could understand the mind of a Crowley? Who could possibly? Potentially. Understand. I guess this is the helm. Indeed, and that is the wheel. And you turn at port or starboard to steer where the ship goes. Because it controls the rudder. Bravo, Monsieur Firabras. Spoken like a true helmsman. And we have another Roxy. Another Roxy. Okay, so the head mage gave us instructions for when we got here. Let's see, we're supposed to clean the deck before our meeting. Huh? Why? Dunno, he just said it's an important job for the steering committee. Well, if we're stuck doing it, let's just get it done fast. Ah, I spy some cleaning supplies all ready for us. Decks, brushes, and buckets. Nice, let's put some elbow grease into it and swab this deck. Yo, Grim, you and you help out too. Oh, sorry. We got important records to keep. We'll make sure to watch you guys closely and document everything. Hilarious. Now grab a brush and start scrubbing. Uh-oh. Grim. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Guess you're doing it, Grim. Guess you're doing it. You know, this is my first time aboard the Golden Straw. Moi si. It still looks as pristine and new, and we have yet another Rook Sippy. I don't know how many we're up to, but I feel like we're definitely in double digits. From what I heard, the ship was only built about 3 years ago. And they use it as a sightseeing vessel for trips around the bay. Yeah. So why is it called the Golden Straw anyway? Oh, the manager said something about that back when I was working at the restaurant. I think the name came from a cargo vessel that used to transport straw for livestock on Sage's Island years ago. A worthy history for the name of a ship, non? It must have made serious bank for them to stick to the golden on there. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm over this. Me too. Are you kidding me? We only just started. All this monotonous scrubbing is making my mind melt. I'm gonna keel over from boredom if I have to keep it up. Yeah, and Raggy's cutting so many corners, this ship's about to be a circle. Wow, good job, Grim. Good job, good job. I love that for you. I have no idea if the Golden Straw is a reference to anything. I don't really know anything about Steamboat Willie. I don't really know anything about, like, actual Disney. So, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Haha, whoops, you got me. Come on, man. Hang in there, team. Still got some juice in the tank, huh? That's the spirit. My section's gonna sparkle. I can't speak for the rest of you. You're just gonna muscle through, huh? Yeah, no surprises there. Greetings, students. Thank you for waiting patiently. Patiently, right. And I see you are all scrubbing away, cleaning the ship's stage. Your hard-working spirit is positively splendid. Did you say stage? I guess there are a lot of decorations around the helm. So we've been cleaning the stage, huh? I'm guessing there'll be some kind of show here during Portfest then? Indeed, and I would like you to ensure that the stage is cleaned daily. Daily? As in all of the days? Yeah, that seems a little overzealous. The shows, like, I could see every day for, like, the you know, 2 or 3 days out. Maybe, like, 4 days out, you know, just to make sure it's clean for the... But a whole 2 weeks of us scrubbing the deck? What do you mean? Ay. My goodness, my gracious, me oh my. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. It's not a festival without a show, after all. which means the stage must be kept as pristine as crystalline waters below. I thought you said it's not a festival without food. And so cleaning the stage falls to the steering committee. Indeed it does, Mr. Rook, indeed, indeed. Correct, the stage is of the utmost importance to all. Does that include us? Clearly. Clearly it does. I don't get it. Now it's time to start our meeting. Oh, but first I have something for each of you. Oh yeah? What's that? Portfest outfits. Go on and don your attire, my intrepid pupils. We get special outfits? Maybe it's like a patch or an armband to let people know we're staff? Perhaps a jacket to add a touch of formality. I'm not wearing anything super tacky. Alright, boys, let's get changed. It is fun, but I think because Jack had the job at the restaurant, that the restaurant owner trusts him more, and so that's why he probably got put in the position. Because the restaurant owner is probably like, yeah, I know that kid can do it. I know he could do it. For sure, for sure. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for the $5. You mean seagulls fly around ports a lot, so unfortunately that's probably why. Also, Golden Straw could reference the song Turkey in the Straw? Interesting. Oh, you mean for the deck. Yeah, but like, they can't amass that much poop in that amount of time. I would sure hope not. Could be Turkey in the Straw. I've not heard that song, but that could make sense. That could make sense. The Steamboat was the first Mickey cartoon? I think so. I don't know. Again, like classic regular old Disney, not my thing. Not my thing. But yeah, seagulls are aggressive, man. Seagulls are such a fun time, though. I love them. I love them so much. They will murder you to get your fries. But they're also just funny little guys. They're so fun. They're so fun. My. Hey, looks like they're all done changing. So these are our Portfest outfits, huh? Please. They're fighting. Got it. Perfect. Cats are all fine. Oh, look at him! Look at little Rocky! Look at his little sailor outfit. He's so cute. My. Looks like we actually belong on a ship. Nice. I mean, Rook is very seagull-like. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Look at Floyd in his little sailor outfit. Veritably, summery and elegant. Or summery and cool. Elegant and chic. And here's a Rookie Rook. I like Rook's little scarf. I think Rook's little scarf fits him so gosh darn well. I think it fits him so nicely. Those dudes are something else. I didn't picture them being so flashy. Your delight made the... What the heck was that? Like, I could have sworn a big piece of floof just flew by me. But I don't see it anymore. What was that? Ay. Anyway, your delight makes the effort it took to secure them completely worthwhile. I believe we're waiting on one more. Everyone, sorry that took so long. And here he is, the man of the hour, Mr. Jackaboy himself. He really looks like a sea captain. I mean, they all kind of do, but he definitely looks like a captain. Ah, our merry band is complete. You look marvelous. Just wearing this makes me feel like I should snap to attention. Look at how happy he is. Look at that face. He's so happy. He's so happy. Yeah, you're like the very picture of a sailor. A real gallant type. He totally is. A stout sailor like you could navigate the roughest of storms easy. Are you complimenting me? Sure are. Looks like all that working out paid off, huh? Formidable, Monsieur Firabras. Your burly muscles are on full display for all. Très bien. And we have more Rook-Sippy. So many Rook-Sippy. All right. Stop before you make it awkward. Ha, your tail is wagging, sea urchin. Hilarious. It is not. Your outfits complement the seaside setting perfectly. I shall dub these portwear. As it is befitting one of my extraordinary generosity, I express ordered them for you all on the steering committee. I asked Professor Carell to design them, you see. Yeah, they're not really your vibe, headmate. Drag him, Ruggy, drag him. Drag him down to the depths below. And the large flap collar on the jacket is most lovely. And even though it's got long sleeves, the fabric is light. It doesn't feel hot. It's actually really cool. I agree. A certified summer jacket, non? I've always wanted to try on a pair of deck shoes like these. They're way lighter than they look. I understand that... What is happening? Oh, the kitty cats are fighting. Ow, my toes! Oh, yeah, which allows one to maintain their footing even upon a sodden deck. True. That is what the deck shoes are generally known for. You got that right. I can jump and skip all I want. No slipping here. You could really go wild in these. And what style! The anchor, rope, and life preserver designs are simply marvelous. Really matches your whole mermaid thing, Floyd. And those jorts are a whole vibe, shark sucker. Right? And I'm loving that they've got a hole for my tail. Yeah, I'm glad my hat doesn't hide my ears. It's a good design for a beastman. Gotta remember to thank Professor Carell later. I have to say, I know we're all wearing the same outfits, but yours makes you look so mature, Rook. Merci. I suspect that's due to this dapper red scarf. Yeah, the scarf makes the difference for Rook. I think he would look, like, not complete without it. It's very nice. They must see his floof. It'll double for the customers. Apparently, that got held by YouTube. So, now you all can see it. Now it should be in the main chat. Ay. Yeah, it's nice that they made accommodations for the Beastmen. And it's also nice that they told us that they made accommodations for the Beastmen. Because, you know, not all hats clearly have ear holes for beast folk, so... And the striking contrast between the red and the blues. Und Rock, you can't do this to me. We have another sippy. I really should have been counting them. I feel like we're up to 30. Yeah. We're probably on like 12. That's probably what happened. You guys look way cool. 13? Okay, thank you. Oh, I was so close. Oh, you think so? Thanks. Merci, dear trickster. Your praise makes my heart soar. Nice. Hey, thanks. Don't try to butter me up, though. You're not getting anything out of me. Well, I'm feeling pretty hyped now that we've got these nifty outfits. Indeed, I'm a veritable fountain of excitement. Let us apply ourselves to our steering committee work with gusto. Hey, speaking of which, what is our work for the steering committee? In my head, I pictured us doing planning and admin stuff, but something about these outfits makes me think that's not the case. Oh, I don't count, like, the tiny words. I guess we've counted we in the past, but I try not to count, like, non and, like, the little things. But if he says somebody's name and he's saying, like, something that he doesn't normally say, that's kind of how I typically do the sippies. It changes, though. It really just depends on my mood, whether or not I count them. But I haven't been counting mercies on purpose because we are already up to 13 sippies and we're on, like, chapter 4. Chapter 5, whatever. In my head, I pictured us doing planning and admin. Yeah, okay, right. I read that already. Perfect. A valid point. There would be little need for such splendid attire if we were just doing paperwork. I figured there'd be some manual labor involved, checking inventory, moving boxes, you know, the kind of stuff we do at the Mastro Lounge. And that seems even less likely with these outfits. I mean, you could still probably lift a box. You could still you could still probably lift a box. You could probably do that, Ronnie. You could absolutely lift a box, buddy. My. My thoughts exactly. You wouldn't wear this kind of thing to do clerical work or haul heavy stuff or do anything behind the scenes. I mean, to be honest. These outfits feel like something you'd wear for a performance. Oh, well, funny you should say that, Mr. Jack. Funny you should say that. I might go so far as to say they make us look like a band. Funny you should say that. Headmate, you wanna weigh in here? Oh, did I not mention? Ow, my toes. You'll all be performing on the ship's stage. I like to think that Crowley said that. I like to think a seagull was trying to eat his toes. Oh, my. What? Dun. During Portfest, there will be a number of shows here on the Golden Straw stage. Musical performances, meet and greets with famous characters, singing contests, rock, paper, scissors tournaments. Who is going to a rock, paper, scissors tournament? You know, I can't judge. My newest obsession is my little Instagram reels. There's someone called the German bread cutter, and it's just them trying to cut a slice of bread that's like even on all four sides. And it's like the best thing. I love it so much. I'd go to a competition that's like that, so I can't speak about the rock, paper, scissors thing. I really can't. That would be hypocritical of me. Oh man, but it does feel kind of weird, doesn't it? To go on a ship to watch people do rock, paper, scissors. I don't know. But the grand finale had yet to be decided. Shows? Grand finale? No. It really grinds my gills when people decide stuff like this for me. Oh, dear me, what sort of performance would even please Portfest attendees? There's a guy on TikTok that makes everything in his kitchen spin for no reason. Ooh, that seems fun. That seems exciting. I love that level of whimsy. Oh, I said had yet to be. It's been decided by now. By me, as I am a truly gracious and thoughtful individual. With no communication skills or sense of responsibility whatsoever. True, you're right. It could be a tournament for the kids of the island. That would make way more sense. That would make a lot of sense. What? Dun. You four will put on a concert and perform for all of Portfest. What? You pumpkin, you're the one. You asked Crowley for this, huh? It was you the whole time. My. Well, you have a whole book of facts. Oh, that's exciting. This is why YouTube is banning you. Clearly, YouTube knew something we didn't, and it was this. It was that you caused this. Oh, shame. To see such tender, charming students working so hard to put on a wondrous show. Why, the mere thought is enough to bring me tears to my eyes. Thus, I made a unilateral decision. I've also made arrangements for your instruments as well. I hate every part of this. Ah, now I see. These clothes certainly do suggest a marching band or brass band. A concert? A live performance. Sounds like a hoot. A hoot indeed. I can hardly contain my excitement. Well, I'm glad we're about 50-50. I'm glad we're about 50-50 with how this is going. That's good. We like that. We like that a lot. The head mage said the instruments were in a brick warehouse around here. Professor Manta Ray split right after he dumped this concert gig on us. I swear that guy. Always gone when the work starts. Yeah. That's a Crowley. That's a Crowley. Indeed. Look, there are a bunch of instruments. We've got a flute, a trumpet, a saxophone. Hey, nice. I'm feeling this. Let's give him a whirl. Wee. Oh, yeah. Oh, and here goes the twist tune. The twist tune. Oh, look, they're so cute. Oh, look, it's over. My, oh my, what a delightful time that was. That was awful. Like, so bad. Hilarious. Come on, what do you want from me? I've never touched an instrument outside of class in my life. I figured I'd at least be somewhat decent since I've got a solid lung capacity, but man, that was rough. I haven't really played any instrument either. Even if I'd had the time to learn, I would have had to spend it finding ways to earn cash. But I'm surprised a classy-looking guy like you can't play an instrument, Rook. I love few things more than beautiful art. I adore music, of course, and have attended many concerts. However, I have little interest in playing instruments myself. I have no need, you see, as merely listening to skilled performers is enough to fill my heart and then some. This was my first time playing, and it was, in a world, difficile. What a rare experience. You guys are such dorks. You're all like, oh yeah, and we, but you can't play a note. And you looked so serious, too. It sounded like a drum kit fell down the stairs. Oh, geez, my stomach hurts from laughing. Shut up, will ya? I mean, what did you expect? The head mage volunteered us for this without checking to see if we could play. Oh la la, this is quite the predicament. No, Floyd saying we does not count as a sippy. It has to be Rook. Rook is the one that we count the sippies for, not Floyd. You guys seem to be thirsty, so we'll count ooh la la and difficile as a joint sippy. A rook sippy we have, a rook sippy we have. Okay, so what do we do then? Learn how to play? Duh. Practice maybe? We've only got about 2 weeks. How could we learn that fast? Relax, it's simple. You just move your fingers with the rhythm. Give me your flute, sea urchin. It's all yours. And... which is wild! I know Floyd, like, the Octa Trio used to be in a band, and the music's a big thing because of The Little Mermaid, right? So, like, mer culture puts a lot of emphasis on music. But it still just surprises me that how quickly he can do stuff. Because, like, his instrument was drums. He was drums, Jade was upright bass, and then Azul's piano, right? But, like, woodwinds are very different. I mean, I guess Floyd being Floyd, he could pick up and learn stuff pretty quickly. As long as he had a, knowledge of one instrument, all the other instruments are probably, simple. Whoa, that was good! Today's bien, truly masterful. And here's another rook sippy for you all. Ay, 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 ay. Well, that's what I mean. The Little Mermaid puts a lot of emphasis on music. Not only because it's a musical, but like Sebastian's whole thing is music. The movie starts with them having a concert. Like it makes sense. It makes sense. Are you telling me you can play the sax and the flute, Floyd? I can pretty much play any brass band instrument. I used to play a lot to pass the time back in the Coral Sea. You are truly a lover of music, Floyd. Marvelous! I seriously hate to give you any props at all, but yeah, you've definitely got talent. It's just moving your fingers in the right order and blowing. It's really not, though. He does have a point. What? Dun dun dun. We can't play, so we should practice until we can. Dude, are you kidding me right now? Not at all. That's how everything works. Practice hard and someday you'll be able to do it. Yeah, someday. We barely have some days until the festival. Floyd, will you teach me how to play the flute? Sure, but if you don't get any better, I'm gonna put the squeeze on ya. Awesome. Nothing to do but put in the work now. Just ignore me. Sure. Sorry, Ruggy. Sorry, buddy. That's how it goes, bud. The next day. Monsieur Fieldebras, Monsieur Dandelion, bonjour. We have, so, it's just all Rook. All Rook, sippy, sippy. All Rook. That's it. It was just so many sips. While y'all take your hydrating break, I'm gonna go turn on a light. Thanks, Rook. What are we up to, like 20 now? Oh, yeah. You believe it, kitty cat. We're up to 20 Rook sippy sips. Yeah. Oh, man. You get scared whenever you see Rook on screen now. He's truly not that bad. He just likes to keep us hydrated. That's all. That's all he's doing. I'm also gonna have little pretzels, which I should technically have, but I'm a little hungry. I don't know why. My dinner was enough, but I'm just gonna have tiny pretzel chips in the meantime. Someday this could be could be ordinary. Kaleem is the, oh, I see. Morning, Rook. Yeah, good morning. Ugh. Sorry, that was rude of me. Must none, think nothing of it. You do seem rather drowsy, however. I suppose we did practice until quite late last night. And am I right in thinking that after we parted ways, you continued to practice on your own? I see. And just how late did you stay up? I'd say he was at it till morning. Aw, Jack! Truly? You mean you did not sleep? Nah. Turns out Floyd saying he'd teach me to play was a lie. The only teaching he did was tell me how to blow into the flute, among other gems. He hardly done anything before he got bored and just went back to his dorm. So all I could do was head back and try to figure it out myself. I was practicing till just a little while ago. I can't quite make my lips stay in the correct position, so I can't get the right kind of sound. Man, you usually turn in so early. You gotta make sure you don't fall asleep during class today. I would never do that. Class is important. So how'd it go? Since you practiced all night, does that mean you're a flute wizard now? No. Thought as much. We've still got time. I'm gonna get the hang of the basics, even if it's just a little. Let's all meet up today after class and practice some more. Oui, I shall inform Monsieur Spontané. Oh, another rook zippy! Another one, another one. My, oh my, oh my. You think he's even gonna come? He's practically a maestro, so he doesn't really need to practice with us. Quite, I am Gino, get off the desk. Down. Get down. Hold on, guys. No, not that way. Don't kill. He's behind my monitors and he wants to like get down through my acrylic standees, and that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work, buddy. Come here. Alright, you move to the other side of the monitors. Keep moving. Keep moving. Yep, that's it. Get down. Get down. Down. Actually, you know what? Let me stay on my lap. How about that? I think you want attention, so you're gonna stay on my lap. That's what I think you want. That's what I think. Is that correct, mister? Is that what you wanted? Oh, you feel so good now, huh? Oh, me burped. Me burped. Nope, you're trapped now. You did the thingy. Okay, bye. Yeah. He was good for like a minute, and then he was like, actually, nah, I want to go. Actually, well, they're starting to get bigger, so eventually they won't be able to fit behind the monitors. But right now, while they can, it's a little bit of a problem. It's just a little bit of a problem. All the more reason we've got to crush some practice so we can master the basics. Okay, but do you think the basics are going to cut it for the grand finale of the festival? I can picture it now. The burning shame, the storm of boos, people demanding their money back. I'll take a pass on that. No one else seems to want to say it, so I will. I think we should quit. Everyone would be way better off if some actual musicians took our place. I'm sure the Pop Music Club would love to do it. Well, it'd still probably be a train wreck with those guys, but even so. That's a non-starter. The head mage specifically asked us to do it, so we need to do it, even if we're awful. But if we do, the concert will be a guaranteed flop. There are some things you just can't do, even if you bust your butt. I think we're all that kind of I think we're in that kind of a situation, don't you? No. We'll be able to play if we just apply ourselves. I don't know, Jack. I don't know. I don't know. You know, some might confuse your relentless go-getter attitude for outright pig-headedness. Don't you think you're the one being stubborn and giving up too soon? Never thought I'd hear you talk to me like that. I respect you a ton, but this is different. Ugh, it's like arguing with a brick wall, because it is. Valentina, no. No. Cat, no! No! Get down! Get down! Not allowed on the desk. Ay. They're too rambunctious, I say. Exactly. If brother can do it, then so can I. You cannot. You're not allowed up there. Yeah, you can come on my chair. You can come up. Yeah. That's fine. You can't go on the desk and you can't go behind the monitors. Fine. You think you can power of hard work your way through this? Prove it. Give me a shout when you can actually play something that won't make our ears bleed. Oh. I'm not coming to practice until then. You do your best, okay? Hey, wait, Ruggy! No, get down. That's not down. That's up. Get down. Valentina. Whoops, sorry about that. Oh, gosh. Get down. Down. Get down. See what you've done? I gotta go pick you up again. I gotta pick you up again. I had to get you again. From behind the monitor. You're not supposed to go back there. Silly girl. Oh, now we purr. Uh-huh, sure. Ooh la la, a most dramatic exit. He is a deeply pragmatic person, Ruggy. Such an efficient, economical, grounded beauty. Efficient? Are you really taking his side? You don't seriously think we should give up too, do you? You misunderstand. Gino, I swear to God. Gino, no! You know what? Fine. Fine. Stay back there. See how much fun you have. Go for it. Try it. I can't move now because I have her. Sure. Destroy it. See what I care. You have a beauty all your own, Jack. Gino, leave Chip alone. To possess enough endurance and force of will to hammer through a metaphysical boulder with a single nail is no ordinary thing. Monsieur Filabras, you never give up, not in the face of great adversity. Beauty, I give you my applause, and we have some more rook sippy sips. However, I also have to deal with the cat, who is now in the perfect scooping position for me to scoop him. You're not allowed on the desk. You're not allowed. No. No. Yeah. Anyway, we have rook sippies. Rook sippies. Oh my, my, my. Ah, goodness gracious. Thus, there is nothing wrong with you continuing to practice and then perform at Portfest. The sight of you playing your heart out regardless of talent will shine as a kind of art itself. That's not very helpful, Mr. Rook. Whose side are you on again? What I mean is, there is more than one answer to the question of what kind of show we should perform. And the one who makes that decision is you, our leader. I shall merely follow your lead. I'm going on to that stage even if I gotta do it alone. I'll get better if I practice. That's how everything works. Yeah, but also no. It can, but Gino! Get down. Get down, kitty cat. Get down. No. No. Down. Down. Okay. She jumped down, which means now I can go grab you again. Gino, get. Move your butt. Move your butt. Ay, ay, ay. Now, well, at this point, I gotta just put the desk up, so give me a second here. Give me a minute. And now that I put my desk back into standing position, I bet you that they're not gonna bother jumping on the desk. Ay, 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 ay. If anyone wants to give up because doing a crash course on an instrument is hard, well, they can just hit the bricks. Indeed, your resolve is strong, and I do understand where you're coming from. However, this show requires 4 people working in harmony. None? Yeah, but it's not my style to team up with people who shirk practice. Well, Mr. Jack. Well, about that, Mr. Jack. Your conviction rings out loud, so loud that I do not think my words will reach you. Yeah, but you're also being really subtle with it, Rook. Rook is being really subtle with it. It appears I shall not be the one to guide you to your answer, Monsieur Philibras, but you will give us yet another Rook Sippy for the evening. Indeed, indeed. You would be best served speaking to someone whom you deeply respect and admire. Maybe you're right. We do this so you can find an answer that is satisfactory to you as our leader. And with that, I must depart. Adieu. Bye, Rook. Bye. Leona! Leona! So, yeah, that's about the size of it. And that's why I wanted to ask you for advice, House Warden Leona. No goody. So you and Ruggy are the reason I gotta deal with this Portfest nonsense. How dare you drag me into this? I mean, hawking snacks at some rinky-dink festival? As though I got nothing better to do. I'm sorry. Normally, you 4 making fools of yourselves on that stage would be fine by me. Problem is, there are 2 Savannah Claw in your little band. I can't have the other dorms calling us a laughingstock. And on top of that, you went to Rook for advice? Of all people? He's only gonna make things more complicated. I'm gonna perform even if I have to do it alone. And if the other dorms run their mouths, I'll deal with them. I won't make you look bad, Leona. Bold of you to say, but reckless. You try and learn an instrument in this short amount of time, and you'll be in for a rude awakening when you get on stage. What else can we do but practice, though? The concert's non-negotiable, and we don't know how to play. Non-negotiable? You just doing everything Crowley says, no questions asked? Sounds like verbivore talk. Didn't expect that from you. What am I supposed to do, then? You ever heard of a fish trying to hunt birds? Or a beast with powerful legs swimming to catch its prey? Stupid animals who can't identify their prey are destined to starve. Ask yourself this, Jack. What's your prey? What's out there just begging for you to sink your fangs into it? I'm not sure. Figure the rest out yourself. I'm gonna take a nap, so buzz off. Ugh. Hang on, Leona, I don't know what you mean by... Better flick those upstairs lights on and think hard then. Because I ain't gonna be happy if you assault my ears with horrible music. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. But we need to talk to him in riddles, because otherwise he's not going to be able to figure it out for himself, and then that wouldn't be fun for our plot. You know? Man, I keep racking my brains, trying to figure out Leona's advice, but I just can't make head or tails of it. Hey, Jack! Get the hang of the flute yet? Ruggy! Didn't think you'd start coming out to clean the deck, with everything going on. And the head mage told us to clean it daily. Rook and Floyd should be here soon. Rook, sure, but we're not gonna see Floyd, I can tell you that. You came to help clean too, I assume. I came to give you a little reminder that giving up the concert's the way to go. Figured you might have cooled off by now. In any case, here's a deck brush. Yeah, I'm not scrubbing those annoying corners, though. That's all you. My. Seriously, though, how's flute practice going? Nowhere, honestly. Leona chewed me out, too. You went to Leona about it? Talk about desperate measures. Who else was he gonna go to? Who else, though? Thank God he didn't go to Riddle, because Riddle would have been like, yes, absolutely, you need to learn the instruments. At least I feel like Riddle might be. Because I feel like Riddle isn't that much of an outside-the-box thinker. For a case like this. Vil, I think, could help. Riddle, I'm not as sure about for this, like, specific scenario. But I think Vil could. Yeah. Vil could have probably also told him kind of more outright the advice that he got. Bet he didn't expect this from all you. Yeah. You told me that animals who can't identify their prey end up starving. Okay, so what does that mean? I think it means to find something I can do, maybe? Not exactly. Did he say anything else? That he'd be mad if we assaulted his ears with terrible music? Goodbye. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I hope you have a good time at the game, or at the bar, watching the game. Oh, and this whole Portfest nonsense is because of you and Ruggy. What? You didn't have to tell him that! And now our music has to be up to Leona's standards? Oof. Maybe it'll help to try to reframe things. Like, what if we think of this as a show for Leona? I think that makes it even harder. When I stand on the stage and I imagine Leona in the audience... Get on with the show already! Right, without further ado... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are you guys kidding me? Tosses them off the side of the boat. Nope. He's not the type to say he'll be happy as long as we give it our best. My give up and don't play awful music plan is sounding better and better. Oh, Valentina, you can jump on the thing, I guess. She's using her little brain. She's gonna go from the chair to the desk. Is that how you're gonna do it? I see. Yeah, but if we do things that way... Yo, get the show on the road. I'm sorry, but we can't do it. So instead, we brought in the Pop Music Club. Yay! You guys trying to punk me or something? Also, nope. Savannah Club would lose face if we foisted this job onto somebody else. And Leona'd probably foist us into next week. I keep racking my brain trying to think of what he'd like. The old idea machine ain't cranking him out, I'll tell you that. What are we gonna do? I wish I'd never told them we could help at Portfest. Come on, seriously? I've been trying not to say that to you this whole time. Well, he's finally come around to it. What could be done? What could be done about it? Did you just slam your brush on the deck? What, you got a problem with me or something? No, that's not... You should have just picked a different restaurant when the first one was closed. No. I said I was treating you, and I'm not treating you to anything less than they're special. You're driving me up a wall. I don't care what I eat as long as I get to eat. I can't do that. I want to treat you to something really special and delicious. No, you gotta stay down there. Whoa, one of the deck brushes fell over. Ah! All the mops and buckets fell on you. You okay, Jack? Well, you don't look hurt. That was so loud it made me jump. Yeah, Jack? You having a little crisis over there? You're ridiculously strong, man. You gotta be careful when you're slamming stuff around. Jack? Why aren't you saying anything? I've got it! Huh? Yeah, it's perfect. It'll impress Leona and the Portfest attendees. Ruggy, we've got to tell Rook and Floyd right away. Tell them what? That I found our prey. Aw, and he's so happy about it, too. He's so happy about it. My, little guy. Maybe don't tell Rook like that. Wow. Wow. A few days later. Boom, tap, swish, tap, boom, boom. Wow, that was awesome. We got through a whole song together. We did, though with a lot of mistakes. Yeah, we were like a bunch of mud skippers flopping in the sun. Trace bien, that was most satisfactory given how terrible we've been. And we have another rock sippy sippy. Hear ye, rock sippy sippy. This does give me hope that we'll pull it together in time for the concert. Yeah, what a relief. That was incredible. Thank you. We have Monsieur Philibras' excellent leadership to thank for it. Another sippy sippy. Gosh, we literally do not have any time to not be hydrated, man. Not at all. Your advice the other day is what got me to this point, so thank you. Oh, mas non. This is the result of your tireless devotion to ferreting out a solution. Crud, it's getting pretty late. We've got to go, Ruggy. Have you another appointment? We gotta head over to Hartsable so Class B can decide what we're doing for our food stand. You mean at Hartsable? Oh, right. Seabrain's your class leader. Well then, best of luck to you, Monsieur Dandelion. As well as you, Monsieur Fridabras. And we have 2 more Rook Sibbies! Oh, the audio's glitching. Uh-oh. Let me see. Is it all of the audio or just my mic? How did my voice get high? I have not touched anything. Is it everything? I didn't set it higher than normal. Here, let me turn the gain down a little bit. Is that better? How do I sound like a chipmunk? The kittens might have messed with the wire. Hold on. No, it didn't help. I still sound like a chipmunk? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Huh. But no, the wire... You know, you can't play with the wire. Okay, well, he was trying to play with the wire. Here, let me plug in my like unplug and replug. Okay, do I sound like a chipmunk still? Yes or no? No, I'm good. I sound fine now. I'm fine now. Okay, so I just had to plug it and unplug it and replug it back in. That was bizarre. I mean, he was definitely chewing on it, so he probably did something. But now he's not chewing on it, so now we're good. Oh, man. Kittens, man. Okay, perfect. Here, let me put the gain up a little bit, because I think I turned it down a little too much. Alrighty. So apparently Silverno taught them very well. Me and you will keep a great record of you guys deciding what to serve. I don't mind if you're doing your job, just keep it down during the meeting. Don't you worry. I don't know if keep it down is in his range. Dun dun dun. Oh, look, it's all the kiddos from all the dorms. Sorry for the holdup, everyone. Whoa, check out those outfits. You two looking snazzy. Are those the steering committee uniforms? Yeah, the head mage called it portwear. Hey, that's so cool. They're definitely Scream Portfest, that's for sure. Thanks. We gotta snap a photo after this. But first, it's meeting time. Everyone here? I just finished taking roll, and yes, all present and accounted for. You had to show up in person. You had to show up in person. Even Edia, it's a Portfest miracle. I was gonna ditch out, but Cater literally dragged me here. Very much against my will, I might add. Where's your heartbeat, you unrepentant extrovert? This is a school event, Edia, as in super mandatory. Yeah, everybody. It's actually pretty impressive seeing all of us gathered like this. Gino, I swear to God. Get down! No. Sure is. Perf, so let's jump right in and decide what we'll be selling at our stand. I wonder what would be good. This is gonna sound obvious, but if we want to do well, we had to have something delicious. You know? Ah! No, stop that. Hey. No. Man, so I shouldn't have let Silverno babysit him, because he really just wants to eat these wires. No. 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 No wires. You're gonna make me sound like a chipmunk again. You cannot have the wires. And the festivals back home always have a ton of food stalls. They sell all kinds of local specialties. Apple pie, baked apples, apple salad, you name it, and it's all amazing. The tourists love everything we sell. I personally love a good pear compote. I think apples would be much better than pears. Nothing beats the crisp goodness of an apple, and you can use them in a boatload of recipes. Gino? Gino, okay. Desk is fine. Sure. Pears are great poached and grilled and whatever else, and they have a nice buttery texture. I'm telling you, apples are the way to go. And I say pears. KK is partial to both, so, you know. Same. I'm happy as long as I get to eat. Gino. Get down. Down. Oh, you gonna lay down and pretend to be all good? Is that what you're gonna do? You cannot be on the desk, buddy. You can't be on the desk. I don't really care I don't really think anyone will be worried about taste. Whatever's fine as long as it has the nutrition the body needs. kind of think you're in the minority on that one, Edia. Okay, but this is for a festival. We're not talking any old food stall. There's something even more important than taste here. We have to make sure it's totally campable. We gotta sell something our customers can enjoy and then upload pics of to Magicam. Huh, okay, I guess now that you mention it, festivals do usually have attractive foods. So, like, I think it's probably essential that we pick something easy to make. It makes zero sense to sell something flashy that takes a ton of time and effort. Yeah, I get that. And we should print popular characters on whatever it is, too. You lost me there. What are y'all yammering about? You're forgetting the most important thing. Making money. A part of the profits are going to the students. That's us. You didn't forget, did you? If we're gonna put our blood, sweat, and tears into this, we've gotta at least reap the rewards. Yeah, we know that's your goal, Ruggy. It's a golden opportunity to line our pockets. Forget that nonsense about making memories or whatever. Opinions are defo split here. What to do? Pretty sure it's impossible to make everyone happy. No, we just need to keep thinking. I'm sure we'll find something that ticks all our boxes. Maybe we could, like, draw straws? That would be fair. I'm not really sure about that. I don't know. Yeah, caramel apples would have been a good pick. Because Apple can basically Apple can have the school purchase apples from his hometown. Apple can single-handedly boost the local economy. Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't a thing. This is taking so long. I'm getting bored here. Just pick something already. I told you to keep it down. Did I call it or did I call it? We're not getting anywhere. Well, now what? I'm ready to go. Well, this is going south real fast. Jack, do you have any good ideas? Huh? Me? Well, we need something that tastes good, looks good, and is easy to make at a reasonable price. And that uses apples. Pears. I don't think apples or pears are really a requirement here. Oh, how about waffles? Oh, I like that. They're yummy. Yeah, and we can come up with lots of toppings for them. They'll be super cute and photogenic. Apples make good jam, and jam's a topping. So is pear compote. Anyone here knows how to make waffles? I'm pretty sure I could do it. I made similar stuff back in Harveston. If we make lots of batter in advance, then all we have to do the day of is cook them up in a waffle iron. Oh, maybe I could make the waffle iron? What? Well, we want this to be as easy as possible, right? I can build one that'll cook them fast and make a lot in a short time. But wouldn't it be an even bigger hassle to build a machine from scratch? I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be for Edia. Well, alright then. That means we've got taste, looks, and ease all ticked off. What about making sure they're profitable? Gee, this is a prime chance to get my haggle on. I'll make sure we get the ingredients on the cheap. We love to hear it. This is just perfect. Yes, we've got a plan. I'm kind of surprised you came up with a clever idea like waffles, Jack. Way to call him silly, Ruggy. Oh, well, my mom used to make them for me a lot. Some of my best childhood memories are of eating waffles with pear compote on a day off. Oh, that's actually so cute. Oh, that's so cute. And the sweetness of the waffles went so well with the tartness of the pears. Oh man, they were the best. That's a way more personal and, oh my gosh, and adorable reason than I anticipated. And thanks to that, we've got our menu. How nice. We were smart and took advantage of everyone's strengths. That's teamwork, baby. Except it really was just Jack. It was literally just Jack. Oh, man. We just kind of shouted our opinions at each other, but I guess it worked out in the end. Hey, we got what we needed, and that's a win in my book. On that note, Apple, can you lead the freshmen and come up with a recipe and topping selections? We're on it. Ruggy, you take the sophomores and get our supplies. Gotcha. And Iria, you work with the juniors and get your equipment and materials together. Roger. Perf. I think that does it for today's meeting. Good work, team. Yeah, good job, Class B. Now, Jack, Ruggy, let's get a picky of that portware. By the way, are you okay with me uploading this to Magicam? It can be an ad for the food stall, too. Sure, fine by me. Thanks a bunch. Aww. I feel kinda awkward. Same. Oh, hi, cat. Trying to get my fingies. Portware, huh? Good on land and at sea, I guess. Well, that's what it's supposed to be, so I imagine that that's good. Yeah, it's almost 9:30. It is. I think we're about halfway through the event, so I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it tonight, unfortunately. We probably would have finished it if there wasn't all that exciting news that we had to get through up front. But we can come back next week and finish it. I'm sorry. I know. Just, I'm getting tired. The kitties are getting ornery. It's the whole time. It's been a whole thing over here. But we'll see. I feel like this is a good chapter to end on, because I think after this we start going into town and like looking at everybody's food stalls and stuff. So I think this is like a very convenient part to end on. And then we can just finish it up next week. Or if you can't wait till next week, I do have a VOD of this entire event that we did in one take at one point in time in the past. So you can go there to watch it if you so desire to see the rest of the event before we reconvene next week. If you truly cannot wait, it does exist. We have done this event before on this channel. Or you can wait, or you can, do whatever you want to do. But we'll get through this chapter at the very least. The outfits remind me of something an orchestra or marching band would wear. Oh, speaking of bands, I heard you steering committee guys are gonna be doing a concert? You sure got sharp ears, Cater. So these outfits are for your performance, huh? Seems that way. The head mage said Professor Corell designed... Oh my goodness, excuse me. Said Professor Corell designed them. Whoa, so does that mean you guys play instruments? As of like an hour ago. Yeah, we finally got the hang of things today. What? Yeah, honestly shocked. Honestly gagged. I feel that. I feel that. It's gonna be a great show, so make sure you don't miss it. We're gonna play you the best music you've ever heard. Heck yeah. You know what? That is actually exactly where the game decided there should be a break in the story. So you know what? We're chill. We're chill. Look at that, guys. We got through the actual intended part 1 of the event today. How exciting. Wowie. Wowie. I didn't realize that was a thing. We can do a little bit of lessons in chatting. We can do a little bit of lessons in chatting before we go, because I do have my LP that I gotta get through. But yeah, Porfest is just such a fun little low stakes, excited, happy time. It just feels so fun. I can't wait to find out what they decided to do for their lovely little idea that was happening with Mr. Jack. Even though I know what it is, even though I know. It's honestly just such a nice little creative event. It gives Jack a lot more space to be a guy, be a dude. It shows people working together. That's always fun. You know? What is the most underrated event? Well, since this one has not encored in 3 whole years, I would say this one. I would say that. Otherwise, I'm not entirely sure. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Good night, good night. Good night, good night. Beans Day Part 2. Beans Day Part 1 to me is just super boring. Beans Day Part 1 and like Beans Day 1 and Beans Day 2 should have just been like one event, in my humblest of opinions. Because Beans Day 1, the only thing that's different is you actually get the backstory for the event, right? And it follows a couple like different people, right? That is, I think. I've never actually played Beans Day 1, but I did see like I did like read through some of the story on the wiki. And I was like, oh, that's what the harp is. Oh, that's why that exists. Because they don't explain it in Beanfest 2, because they just assume that you already know what happened in Beanfest 1. But Beanfest 1 only ran one singular time, and it was before I started playing the game. So I was like, what the hell is happening? I was like, I guess I like this eel guy, but like, I don't know any of the rest of this. Why are we trying to get a harp? Why are we shooting beans out of, like, you know, airsoft guns? I liked Floyd because of Beanfest. I did not like Floyd prior to Beanfest. Like, I didn't like that event because of Floyd. I started liking Floyd because of the event. If that makes sense. Good night, good night. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Based on fun and fancy free, the beanstalk. See, I don't know what that is, so if I didn't have any context. But like, I got the bean thing, I just didn't get like the farmers and monsters thing. I guess because like I forgot that Jack's a farmer. So I was like, why are there monsters attacking the farm? Why are we getting a harp? What is happening? I think is an overrated event. Oh, that's hard. I feel, oh, you know what? No, that's not hard for me anymore. Glorious Masquerade. That's a hot take and a half. The only reason I feel that way is because it's been done so many times. We keep getting the reruns. We got the reruns too many times. We got the rerun last year that we shouldn't have ever got. Like, and I can knock on wood, they'll probably rerun it this year. We'll probably have 4 Glorious Masquerade reruns. Rolo is being run into the ground. The poor boy. Glorious Masquerade was really fun the first time, and it is a very good story. But when you keep getting beaten over the head with it, then it becomes not as fun anymore. The second time I played it through, it was a little less fun because you kind of knew how they were gonna get to the place where they needed to resolve the plot. So there was a little less mystery, but the beginning part of it was still fun, where you're like in the town talking about everything else, you know. That was still fun. And then this last time, I didn't even play it. I think I played it to get the rewards, but I didn't do anything else. Because last year we just did we did Terror's Trending and Spectra Soiree instead, from what I remember. We just, instead of that and Playful Land, like we didn't do either of them. I just streamed the old Halloweens. Because I was like, this is too much. This is too much at this point. That we need to stop. We got too much going on. We did this so many times. I don't like it anymore. But yeah, it's nice to have reruns. I just don't think it was appropriate for that specific case. I think we could have had like a slightly longer Playful Run rerun, and then that would have been fine. Like we did not need to have 2 weeks of Glorious Masquerade before like the week and a half of Playful before the Nightmare Before Christmas. Get out of there! No plants. Ah, she's digging up my one plant. Oy, 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 oy. You watch somebody else play it. I mean, the story's really good. Just again, it's just a little too much. Just a little too much. But I think it's a good event. I just think it's overhyped at this point. But you didn't like Playful Land or Phantom Bride. I see. Phantom Bride's a very, like, hit or miss one. People either love it or they hate it. There's like, nobody's lukewarm on Phantom Bride. I think Phantom Bride, for me, I hold it in such warm regard because at the time, I started playing, Phantom Bride happened to exist. And I was like, isn't this an Otome now? Because, like, they're marrying people. I got so confused. I was like, why are we marrying people? What is happening? So it's interesting. Who's crying? Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. He's Gino because of Playful Land. Yeah, see, I wanted to name him Ernesto, but my mom was like, we can't have two long names with the cats. You need to have one that's short. So he became Gino, and there you have it. What are you doing, Gino? You cannot go in the plant. No. Oh, I'm just holding you now. I'm holding you to the stream ends. That's it. That's your fate. That's all. You got 3 more lessons. You can't go nowhere. Any events I'd want to see part 2 or remix of? I think it would be nice to have a 3rd fairy gala. I think it would be nice if we just got a 3rd fairy gala. That'd be kind of fun. That'd be kind of fun. Ow. Ow, that's my back. Ow. Could not hold him for the full 3 lessons. I don't even think I held him for 1 lesson. Little stinker. I think that could be fun. I think it would be nice to actually get an hometown event where we learn a little bit more about the hometown again and not just like a random place that we visit. I have lots of gripes with Eternity Float. I don't know. I think it would be nice to, see the other regions too. Like the Briar Valley. Can we go see where Jack lives? Can we get more information about who the hell Jack is supposed to be twisted from? I think it would be fun. I think it would be nice. But see, if they do a remix of the Fairy Gala, they should make it for not spring. They should make it for like fall or winter or something like that. So if you do the different seasons, then the plot can be slightly different, maybe. I don't know. I would just enjoy something along those lines. But no, we're not gonna go on the table. Alrighty, well, kitties are getting restless, and I am getting tired. Ooh, a Muppet event! Yeah, that would be fun. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Oh yeah, Star Sending. They haven't redone that in a long, long time. Or ever, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. See, but the community night, community symposium presentations have to be 15 minutes. If you can condense it down to 15 minutes, then sure. Sure, submit it. It'd be fun. I'm always down to hear y'all's ideas and stuff. It's always such a fun time. Such a fun time. Want to meet Jack, Brooke, and Ace's siblings? True. For sure. It's like Muppet Show, but with a very special guest NRC. That'd be so fun. Can we get lost in the book with Kermit, please? Could we please get lost in the book with Kermit? The shenanigans that we could get ourselves into would be so fun. Oh, man. No, Valentina, down. Down. No. Please don't take my keyboard with you. Please don't take it with you. Oh, Winnie the Pooh would be cute too. Winnie the Pooh would be cute. Oh, you made no progress. Oh no. Oh, and the sock. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry. I want to meet the Howl clan. Lost in the book, but John Henson's the Muffins. Yeah. Could be fun. Could be. But for now, I will leave you all to have fun for the rest of your weekend. If you are celebrating a holiday this weekend, happy holidays to you. If you are otherwise just doing things this weekend and celebrating an event, happy events to you. And we'll be back next week for more Portfest and, of course, Azul. But until we meet again, if you are going to be going to sleep, have a wonderful sleep. If you are going to be having a day, have a wonderful day. And I shall see you in the next one. Night's blessings. Bye-bye.